Hello and welcome back to D&D Beyond's anniversary week. We are so excited to be here. Listen to how loud this group is right now. Listen to them.
It's a big noise. Okay.
This is going to be a good one. Look, if you're joining D&D Beyond for the first time, we're so glad you're here. Thank you so much for being here. What are we all about? We think that D&D Beyond, we think that D&D is for absolutely everyone, and we hope you'll register for free on dndbeyond.com to find out how easy we make it to jump in and play. My job is supposed to be able to say words. I'm not doing that so far. Let's find out how this show goes. There is so much going on this week for D&D Beyond's anniversary. We're doing giveaways every day. We're giving away free dice right now for registers. But the big important reason that we're here is to benefit Jasper's Game Day and Stack Up. We've been running games all week to raise money for these really, really great causes. Jasper's Game Day is a nonprofit org that raises money for suicide prevention and to combat the stigma around discussing mental health. And Stack Up is a charity that supports active duty service members and veterans' mental health through the power of gaming. On a personal note, you guys know me from Screen Junkies, you know me from Honest Trailers. We were always partnered with Stack Up, back in the day. I really love that organization. And then when I came to D&D Beyond, magically Jaspers and Stack Up then partnered up, and I was so excited to just be able to kind of keep the family going and keep really working with these wonderful causes. So thank you all so much for all the money you've raised so far, for one thing, and then thank you so much for the amount that you're going to raise in the next 3 hours. It's going to make the rest of the week completely pale in comparison. I'm Joe. I produce the stuff that we make to tell you about the stuff that we make at D&D Beyond. Again, you know me from Screen Junkies, Honest Trailers. I'll be your DM for this completely made-up adventure. None of us have a clue what we're about to do. I'm actually going to get suggestions from you guys to make the quest, and my players are going to roll completely random characters and just run with it. Speaking of my players, are you kidding me? Are you? Look at this group. First of all, not only is she here, she's here to F around and find out, but she also did something new with her eye makeup. Danielle Radford, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I've been experimenting with false eyelashes. Thank you.
Well, my biological sister, I think they look great, and I'm so excited to have you here. Thank you for playing with us.
Thank you.
My God, Amy Vorpahl, is that you?
Is that me? It's me. I think I'm just going to be Jennifer Coolidge for the rest of my life after seeing White Lotus.
We just got to the boat scene in White Lotus. She deserves an Emmy.
Agreed.
Please do this for the next 3 hours. I'm so excited. Please absolutely do it.
Yeah,
no, I technically, yeah, no.
That's the thing about doing virtual D&D. No, you can't stop me. The only thing you can do is turn off my camera.
Which we would absolutely never do. Again, just continuing this absolute murderer's row that I can't believe I get to DM for. Gina DeVivo, hey, welcome to this little virtual piece of insanity.
Hi, I'm happy to be a box in this little box hole.
So excited. You brought the overalls. You're bringing the skills.
Jumpsuit.
The jumpsuit. I'm so sorry. Gosh.
It's okay.
What am I, the stylist for TLC?
No.
I know. Yeah, I'm definitely absolutely going to get one though. Also, maybe looking for a jumpsuit to complete herself right now. Teri Gamble, thank you so much for being here.
Oh my God, thank you. Yes, I do want a jumpsuit. I'm going to join the team. I'm jumping in. I'm getting jumped into the jumpsuit gang. That's all I want.
Gang.
Jump.
Okay.
Jumpsuits will make me jump. I'm ready.
Yeah. Crisscross does not have a monopoly on this. And speaking of early 90s rap fans, Cucumber, one of my favorites in the world.
Hey,
welcome to the show.
Well, thanks for having me, Joe. Very happy to be here and kill some strangers.
I can't deal with it.
So excited. I'm so excited.
And I'm in full Brady Bunch mode now. I know where everyone is now, so I'm very happy.
Yep. Here's how you guys can participate in the game too. You guys are going to be able to get hands-on with your donations to completely throw this thing. For $10, you can give someone of your choice an advantage. That's the players, that's me, or you can just throw it in the pool, right? For $15, you can give someone a disadvantage. For $20, you can give someone a reroll, or you can just add it to the general pool. For $25, in all caps, skeleton. That means for $25, a skeleton shows up, and everyone just has to deal with it. More skeletons, the better, in my opinion. For $50, one of our characters dramatically shares a piece of their very dramatic backstory so that we can get to know these weird characters that even my players don't know just a little better. And then for $100, you can add an NPC of your choice that will impact the game in a big way. So super stoked about this. What I'm going to ask my cast to do right now is to open up the character builder, hit randomize on a level 10 character, and make sure you add them to my little campaign so that I can panic build encounters on the way. And here's what we are going to do right now, chat. First of all, what I'm going to do is realize I don't have the actual Twitch chat open, and that's bad for me getting suggestions from you guys. So I'm going to vamp for 15 seconds while I actually get that open so that I can see you guys. Oh, Cucumber, have you been? It's been so
fantastic.
Twitch
Thank
TV?
What?
Oh, no, sorry. I'm getting a lot of just extra prompts. But how have you been? I'm genuinely, we haven't talked.
I know. I've been good. Lots
Good,
of streams,
good.
lots of D&D stuff.
Great. Did you? Yeah, vaccinated, staying safe.
Oh yeah, got my. Oh my gosh, what's it? Pfizer. It's called it Vorpahl. That's not a thing. That's not even
Right
a
on,
word.
relative.
Yeah.
Did you get Pfizer or did you get Felter?
Well, Felter was out of stock, so I took the risk. I think it was.
I get it. You took the jump. All right, I can see chat now. Thank the Lord. Okay, gonna get some suggestions from chat. But first of all, we're gonna go way back to my old improv troupe days, and we're gonna warm up the audience. Let's do this. Oh my God, this couldn't be better if we all had matching improv shirts on. Chat, tell me in chat, what's the best dinosaur? Throw it in there right now. What's the best dinosaur? Is it a T-Rex? Is it a Stegosaurus? Is it a pterodactyl? I want to know, chat. Tell me what the best dinosaur is. Okay, we got someone saying Stego. We got someone complimenting Cucumber's eye contact, which also makes me a little flushed sometimes when I think about it. We got pterodactyls. We have chickens. We have the Ankylosaurus. I like a little Ankylosaurus rep from you guys. Lots of Triceratops stuff in there, which is the correct answer, by the way. All right, next warm-up question for you guys. What would be the absolute worst location for a wedding? Let me know, chat. And technically, I guess some of these dinosaur answers still count. Like, I wouldn't want to get married on a brontosaurus. But what is the worst location for a wedding? Underwater, a volcano, a lot of volcanoes out the gate, a Wendy's. Someone is playing to his audience right now. Although I'd love to get married in a Wendy's. A divorce court, the astral plane, just generally sewers. A lot of people very anti-volcano in this chat, which I really, really appreciate. Okay.
Warm year round. Why would you say?
Here we go. Yeah, right. Yeah. You're always gonna get like a nice little. Yeah, it's a good wedding. Okay, those are the warm-ups. Here is the real thing. Our heroes are being sent on a very important mission to a villain's home base. What type of location is the home base? Is it a castle? Is it an IKEA? Is it an Arby's? Let me know. What type of location is this villain's home base? I want to know. What's it gonna be? Okay, it is. It looks like it's going to be a college dorm that is slowly being consumed by a giant gelatinous cube. Okay. Let's see here. College dorm. Okay, slowly being consumed by cube. Got it. This is going to be a weird show. I don't know if I'm up for this. All right, guys. What is, well, it's being consumed by a giant gelatinous cube. You already told me. What is something else that is super weird or unique about this college dorm? What is something that is super unique about this weird college dorm, aside from being consumed by a giant gelatinous cube? I guess this is our version of annihilation. Okay, it is it's finals week. So everybody's pretty stressed out inside this college dorm that is slowly being consumed by a gelatinous cube. And finally, a two-parter. Who is this horrible villain that is inside this college dorm? Who is this villain? Let's see here. We have Danny DeVivo, who is also the dean of the college. Perfect. We have Danny DeVivo, dean of the college. And what's going to happen if our heroes fail in their mission to defeat Danny DeVivo, dean of this college? What's the stakes? We got to know our stakes. Every well thought out adventure has to have stakes for everybody to really kind of just like get in here. Everyone fails. Oh God, okay, yeah. All of these students are going to fail. Yeah, they'll all fail out of college. Very clearly, they'll have to repeat. That sucks. Like, students are working really hard. Students will fail. This place values education very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite you all to a little adventure called The Assault on a Community College Being Consumed by a Gelatinous Cube. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Welcome to the show. It's nighttime. It's a full moon with like an overcast sky, like the kind of sky that like they use for B-rolls in a werewolf movie to constantly tell you that like the guy's in danger of being like, I'm a werewolf, like that kind of sky, right? But suddenly this like massive shape blots out the stars. It's the giant, massive, like 150-foot wingspan of a beagle, the hybrid of a bat and an eagle, and strapped to the belly of this giant beagle is this transport, like this cabin that's designed for troop transport, and inside this like very grizzled veteran. I guess he's on the board of the college, but also, some kind of paladin, looking guy with that really like grizzled beard and all that good stuff. He is addressing this strange collection of adventurers gathered inside this troop transport. And he has I don't know if our cigars renaissance. I don't know. The Ren Fair got canceled this year. My point of understanding of what is fantasy and what is not is completely skewed at this point. But he's got one, and he's just kind of like marching back and forth. Everyone's kind of like seated or lounging or leaning menacingly. That's up to you guys. I don't want to take your agency away. But he is he's marching back and forth, and he's updating everyone. Now, before we get into the details of this mission, I recently took a small workshop in leadership and team building skills. And one thing that we learned in the workshop is a team works better if we know a little bit about each other. Now, I could go through the dossiers myself, but I want you guys to really take a little bit of ownership of who you are. So he starts. Let's see here. What are you guys even named? Scrunchy. He starts with you. Scrunchy, tell us a little bit about your character.
Well, Scrunchy is a water, I think I'm pronouncing this right, a genocide cleric.
It's pronounced genocide in this role, damn it.
Level 10. Scrunchy has come into this world from a small place. Scrunchy's just looking for adventure. Scrunchy likes to adventure. Scrunchy is not necessarily, Scrunchy is very smart. Scrunchy is a very smart person, not the smartest, but also not the dumbest. And Scrunchy just wants to go out there and see this great big world and learn from the best, which is why Scrunchy has come out here.
I love it. So as Scrunchy introduces themselves to the group, will you please do so in character, but also based dramatically in a piece of your dramatic backstory?
Well, it was a cold, cold night, the day that I lost my best friend.
Horrible.
Ripley.
Oh,
Ripley.
believe it or not.
I didn't believe it or not. I didn't believe it. And so I traveled this world looking for a replacement best friend, but it turns out you can't just replace who your best friend is. And so as I was traveling the world, I wound up losing more than that best friend. Every best friend I've ever had has been brutally, brutally murdered by skeletons. And I don't know why these skeletons follow me everywhere, but I can't, as soon as I tell someone you are my best friend, they immediately get murdered by a skeleton. And so now I am alone. I only have acquaintances. And so now I travel and I'm looking to not be so incredibly alone and so by myself. And I miss Ripley. Big ups, God. Good to you. Ripley, you'll always be missed. I pour out a shot of liquor anytime I talk about Ripley. And I'm hoping to make some really good acquaintances, but not best friends, for I must forever be alone.
It's so sad. And I don't see how that's going to be reincorporated later on into the adventure. But, we'll see. He takes a look at, the next person sitting down, and just as he's about, he puts out his cigar, pulls out a new cigar, lights it. Just as he's lighting it, his assistant Bill is like, "No, sir, wrong cigar!" And as soon as he lights that cigar, this like puff of weird purplish smoke comes out of it and takes the form of a skeleton. And the guy's like, "No, sir, those were the experimental skeleton summoning cigars." Ah! And I need you all to roll initiative, please.
Yes.
I don't know who any of you are yet, but roll initiative.
Uh-oh, Amy's making sad face. Oh no. Gina's making happy face. Someone did good and someone did not. Oh, no.
I know.
What happened?
First 20 of the game, y'all.
And I got the first one of the game.
Get it out now. Get it out
High
now.
five me.
Got him
High
out
five
of
me.
the
Which way
way.
is it?
Got him out of the
This is all
way.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Hang on, why do I have 9
Are we gonna
characters in
loop
this
around
campaign?
again?
That's weird.
Mm.
Yeah, let me manage.
That might have been my fault.
That's probably me too.
There's no such
I
thing as
definitely had
false.
2, and I think I deleted one. So
No, you're fine. I'm cruising through them really quick. All
I was
right,
on
here
a
we
quest
go.
to learn how to play D&D. I appreciate D&D Beyond for helping me out.
Mhm.
Hey, I'm also always on a quest to learn how to play D&D, so you are completely fine. Let's see here. Give me those initiatives again. Alziver, give me your initiative.
Yes, that's me. 6, please. Total 6.
It's fun not knowing who's who yet. Kikilia, give me your initiative.
14.
14. Stevie Wicks, give me your initiative.
17.
17. Scrunchy,
12.
12. And Timbo.
Well, 20.
Oh, another 20. Okay. Skeleton, how you doing? All right. Skeleton did not do great. So suddenly, mid just sad, tragic, best friend based backstory, just the skeleton just like is incorporated via this weird enchanted purple smoke. It's wielding this like nasty looking rusty short sword. Timbo, what are you gonna do to the skeleton?
Okay. So you see in the far corner he's got like the fold out chair, and he's been not asleep but kind of wet in the corner, has not spoken but occasionally hiccuped, just very dramatically from stomach first, like lurches when the skeleton arrives, and just starts wildly swinging his fists and belches loudly as an incredibly toxic liquor smell wafts off of him, because I rolled that I am a drunken master.
Yes.
Hey.
And Timbo, what's going on? And you see a half orc, big giant teeth. A couple of them are gold and some are chipped. It's just a rough looking orc, a half orc. And I've never played a monk before, so I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do in just one moment. I'm gonna do flurry of blows.
Probably punching.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch him. That's this, but all of it's being leaded from the chest, so it's a lot of like ragdolling.
Love it. Get your bow on. Roll to hit that flurry of blows.
Okay. Oh, no. That's not my favorite. What do I add to this? Let's see. Is it just a flat roll? Again, I've never played a monk.
This is awesome.
I rolled a 9 on the die, but I don't know what I add. That's all. I don't help me.
Let's see here. What do you add for flurry of blows? I've never DM'd with a monk in the party, so we're off to a great start.
Oh my god, I love it already.
We're doing so good.
The quest
We're
is
doing
on.
so good.
The quest is on.
I feel I was ready to share my feelings, but I guess I'm gonna share my fists.
Sometimes that's how we share our feelings, Timbo.
This is true, but this is what I was trying to avoid. I always share my feelings.
Okay, here it is.
with my
You can make up to 3 additional attacks.
Oh, that thank goodness, because do I add anything?
Yeah.
I do.
Wait. No, I don't know. Just don't.
I
They were
won't.
probably wrong out the gate. But you know what?
No, you get to add. You get to add. It's like your unarmed strike. It's just an unarmed strike. Every blow is an unarmed
Wow.
strike.
Listen to Vorpahl.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
but you're the DM, and if no bonuses, no bonuses. But I do want to kill this skeleton.
Yeah.
And I feel
I
like
know this is the improv game, but I still want to win.
I found it. Oh, okay. Okay, over here. 12 plus 5. The other one did do well.
What was that total?
17.
Oh, Timbo. 17 hits. Roll damage on this skeleton.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be a 6.
Okay, that would be 6. Timbo staggers into this skeleton, just to all
One
of you, it
misses.
just
The other
one
misses,
misses.
And then
But
I
by
find
design.
backhand.
Yes, there's like this huge backhand, and the skeleton, like the head actually like starts to spin, and the jaw sort of like flies off and lands on your head like a little crown, Timbo. But the skeleton is still standing and goes like somehow, even though it has no mouth.
You interrupted my turn.
Timbo, do you got a bonus action? What you want to do?
Maybe I do. Yeah.
Let's find out.
Flurry of blows again.
Do it.
That's a thing I could do, right? Monks have like a million turns. Ooh, I got a 20 on one of them.
Ooh, that hits.
That hits. And then a 16 and 9, like 12.
Those all hit. Roll damage.
Oh, what? You're making my day.
You're making my day, Timbo.
No, that's so nice. Okay, 6. And then another 7. Oh my. And then another, 2. That's a 2 on the last one. I'm starting to get tired.
We just started.
Well, Timbo's had a rough night and morning and afternoon and maybe life. We're not sure.
I hear you. What's that damage total?
That was a 6, a 7, and a 1.
Oh man, describe how Timbo takes out the skeleton.
Ooh.
I think at that point, now that we're sharing feelings, and I've got a part of him attached to me, I feel we're connected. So the punches start turning into really aggressive hugs.
Yeah. Will you also share a dramatic piece of backstory while you're aggressively hugging the skeleton?
I will. And I keep dragging the skeleton in closer, and I realize, and I'm Southern all of a sudden. And I forgot that I grew up and I haven't hugged anybody in so long. Even these bony, so hard and dusty limbs are bringing such a joy to my moist physique. And I cradle the head and I do it too hard that it turns to dust against my own face. And it's just like when Mama used to throw dust at me because I'm a moist boy. It dries you out. It's nice. And then I think of my mama, that beautiful orc woman. I miss her so much. She got eaten by bees. Not like a big ones. Like they were real thick. And I couldn't save her.
And at the sight of Timbo sort of talking about that time his mom was eaten by bees, Amy, it inspires your character to also stand up and dramatically share something about themselves.
Oh, Timbo, you really have done it now. Sir Jax, what is your name? Leader, man? Is it Sir Jax? I don't remember.
Oh, me, the NPC?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Jax,
right.
that's what they call me.
Sir Jax.
Jax Pacific.
Jax Pacific. Specifically Jax Pacific.
That's me.
It's my turn now, and I'm taking the talking stick. Can I have the bone you've been holding on to, Timbo?
Oh, all right, Timbo turns around and puts the jaw on your head and passes the bone.
Yes, yes. And I guess in all respect, I should call it, somebody's bodily part. But why do that when I could say talking stick? All right. My name is Alziver Umbabodin. And that is how it is pronounced. Any version of that will be fine as long as you mumblecore the final 5 syllables. I am a forest gnome, barbarian, bard, ranger, and wizard. Because I chose that multi-class is available, and D&D Beyond was like, hold my beer. So I have trouble making choices, but that didn't deter me on the day that I received my gnomish pointy hat, which, as you can see right now, is made out of really just felt and a buckle. It is purple, and the day I received it, I made my first declarative choice, and this was what I wanted for dinner. It happened at the late great gnomish age of 58, but much later than my cohorts, but everyone was very proud of me. And what I actually wanted for dinner was candy, some peanut brittle sugar, and
Sure.
And that is, and so when I decided that, I actually was told no, that that was going to be an impossible dinner to feed the hundreds of our tribe. But I declared it, and I really wouldn't back down. And they said, well, what do you want second for dinner? And I was like, come on, I just made one decision. Do I have to make another one? And they decided what we were going. I don't remember what we ate for dinner, but I was really proud of myself for saying that I wanted peanut brittle.
It was a fascinating story, and I'm so glad that your menu focused strategy is being brought to this party. And as he's complimenting you, the young man that warned him about the necromantic summoning cigar is just like, hey, Jack Specific, hey, it's me. I'm a student at the community college. My name is, let's see here. What's the description of the NPC? Imagine Morty from Rick and Morty, but as a warlock. Hi, it's me, Warty. Hey, Jax. Also remember, those things have like 2 charges in them. And as he's saying that, the jaw on your head, Al, starts to reincorporate until you have a skeleton, sort of like sitting chicken fight style, on your shoulders. And we're going to continue with the same initiative. Stevie Wicks, it's your turn.
Well, here I go again. I'm gonna figure out how to fight this thing now. All right, so
You got to do this for 3 hours.
Oh, no. Well, that's fine. I've committed myself to worse before. So I got a dagger, I think. I don't know if it's going to help against this. I'm not sure if it's going to be a dream or if it's, going to keep on going. Oh, gosh. Oh, no, I've run out already. No. Okay. So let's get a dagger. I want to fight him. I'm just going to come at him. Coming at him. Come on,
Right.
Big money, big money, big money, big money. Oh, 22.
22 hits, roll damage.
Yeah, I'll take it. Okay. No. Not a lot of damage, but that's okay, because really what matters is, anyway, it's 7.
Okay, yeah, the real damage is the friends you made along the way.
Exactly.
So yeah, Stevie runs in, just starts like stabbing the skeleton that is on Al's head. With the knife just coming real close to your face and to your purple hat. It's a whole thing.
I got this. I got it.
Stevie, do you want to take a bonus action?
Yeah, I would love to take a bonus action if I can.
I love that.
Winnie, meeny, murder, moo. Do. You know what? I am a air genocide, paladin. And as an air genocide paladin, I am actually going to I've never played you like it.
So when you heavily butter your blades?
I'm gonna put a little butter on that blade. I think I should put a little butter on there. Everything's better with butter. But what I could probably do is just make a spell of some sort to help people who want to fight this thing. Like I could so I'm gonna channel divinity. I'm gonna channel divinity. No, hold on. Sorry, I've never been a paladin, but I like butter with it. I think
the whole night at first. We're gonna go smooth tonight.
D&D Beyond is just
Careful telling Joe that it's the first time playing, because he won't let you have bonuses.
no, just kidding. It's not my first time playing. My
Bonuses are
first
for
time
closers.
Oh,
okay. I see how it is. No, honestly, I really just wanted to oh shoot. I'm sorry. I really didn't want to give you guys some help. Divine sense, I feel like that was going to detect good and evil around you and make sure things are going to be okay. Can I do that? I'm just going to do that. Divine sense. It's done. I'm going to make sure everything's okay. It's not really
Love it. And now we can detect good and evil, and I appreciate that.
This is an evil skeleton. Just gonna let you know that right now.
Yeah, no, the skeleton just radiating evil as it's like trying to tug the hat off of Al's head, because it's very rude. Chikilia, you're up, and please tell me if I'm saying your name right.
Yeah, it's Kikilia. In my small village, I was known as Kikilia the Killer. And so I'm currently in like a deep horse squat, because when I sat down, I crushed the chair beneath me, but I would not accept defeat. because I am a half giant fighter. So I clench up and I straighten all the way. You see me put down a stack of really worn books that are tied together with a rope, and there's like a little chain on the end of it. That's for later. And I put it over, and I take out my great sword, and I just charge up. I'll get off my new friend, please. And I'm gonna just start swinging.
Oh, yeah, and as you're rolling to hit, yeah, Jax is just watching you, and he's like, I appreciate an adventurer with foreshadowing built in.
The first one's a 7 to hit, but I get 2 attacks, so I'm gonna roll again.
That first one missed.
Next one's a crit, though. Pew, 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 26.
Ooh, roll that damage.
Pew, 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 pew. That is 19.
Please describe how you murder the skeleton that is still sitting on Al's head.
Well, Al, I need you to stand perfectly still. Don't breathe. I cut down like rib by rib by rib by rib, and I end right at like the sacrum, like the tip of the, like right before it gets real bad, and then it just splits in half, and both sides of the hip and legs just clatter to the floor.
Now, I have to point out that aside from the skeleton on top of my head, I do have a purple felt hat. So what is the state of the purple felt hat at this point?
It is not completely cloven, but I think I've got a little fray of it, maybe.
Okay. All right. So it's a little, it's probably, yeah, it's got some wear and tear, but that just gives it character.
Quick thinking, Kekilia and Stevie Wicks. Now, if you wouldn't mind introducing yourself to the rest of the group. Stevie, you're up. Get that safe cigar.
Yes. Oh. Well, yeah. Do I need a talking stick or anything? Or am I just going to tell you all that I've just...
You know what? You're right. We're suckers for protocol here. Al, give Stevie the talking stick. Take your pick. At this point, there's talking sticks littered all over the cabin.
Oh, there's a lot of talking sticks. Everyone can talk at the same time if they want to. I get it. I dig it. I dig it the most. So yeah, I've just, been around for a while. I've been trying to get my community college, my AA here. It's been a minute, but I just really like the classes. I like learning new things. I've been trying different things every semester, and the kids like my stories and they like my songs. So I'm just here to sing it for them. So
Miss Wicks, I can back that up. Take your music class as an elective, and I really enjoy it.
I really appreciate that. Keep on banging on. Keep on singing on.
Keep on trucking, friendo.
Yes, hey, don't stop. Yes.
Well said, well said. And finally, Kekilia.
Yes.
What's up with you?
I was born in a very poor village. One day my parents walked in, they caught me studying. They say, Kekilia, you hit these books so very well. It is time for you to be first of family to go to college. So I unclipped the books from the ceiling, tucked them under my arm that I had been punching, and I made it all the way here to earn a degree.
And you've been doing great. He's been taking some music too. He's got a voice on him, that one, I tell you. So he's been doing some of my vocal exercises. You hear it in his voice. The quality and the tone, he's got it.
Now that you're all here and introduced, I'm going to let Wardy take things over. Hey, thanks, Jax. Timbo, I see you have a question. Your hand's up. What can I answer for you?
Well, I just wanted to point out that I didn't get to say hi to the group.
Oh, God, you're right.
No, it's okay. I'm used to being forgotten. That's why I'm kind of loud. Can I go?
No, Timbo, I think you should. Hang on. And he takes Al's hat. This is necessary. I'm so sorry. Do you need to?
I lean forward and I let you crown me.
Oh, I thought you had the puke. Here you go.
Oh,
and he puts Al's hat.
No,
sorry.
I never puke. Never. If you puke, that's.
No. To be fair, if you do need to puke, my hat is open. There are a lot of holes in it, and the puke will just slide right out. No. But you may use it as a receptacle.
Puking and sneezing are not normal.
Puke is weakness leaving the body.
And I've been standing, but leaning on my own hip. I've got my arm crooked and just I stand up straight and I say, I'm Timbo. Oh, this isn't like my other groups. You're supposed to say hi back.
Oh,
Hi,
Timbo.
Thank you. I feel much more comfortable. Thank you. Yes, I'm here because I heard there were meetings. And apparently this is a school. That's neat. And then he sits back down.
Yeah, no, thanks for that. That was very illuminating.
Thanks. I feel like I really connected with all of you.
Yeah. Well, hey, look, this is why everybody's here. So here's the deal. I'm a student at the DeVito Community College School for Adventuring and Magic, and I'm pretty lonely, and that's why I feel like when I was going through the dossier of people we should ask to come, that's why Scrunchy and Timbo, I kind of connected with you. I don't really have a lot of friends either. So wait, hang on. What was Chat's deal for me? Oh yeah, so I sort of to make a friend, I maybe created a flesh golem to use your imagination. Nothing weird though. Nothing weird. I'm not weird.
Sure about that?
Nobody here is weird.
I am exceedingly
Just a
uncomfortable.
friend, or like a friend.
Oh,
Just
okay.
like-
This is a little too personal now. I don't know. We're gonna have to get through at least like the first act of this thing for me to really come
You got
clean.
more questions than you're answering.
Just curious.
I just love having meetings. I'm kind of like Timbo. If the whole thing is a meeting, I'm here for it. I could use clarity. I can't
Sure.
make choices. So
Oh, well, don't worry. This quest is full of closed doors. So as players, we're just going to have a blast with that. I created this flesh golem, and the dean, Danny DeVito, whose voice I can't wait to try to do, repurposed the flesh golem. Things got a little out of control. The flesh golem bubbled up into sort of a gelatinous cube sort of situation. And so now my girlfriend, the gelatinous cube is now consuming the school. And, we got to stop it. Otherwise, most people are going to fail the semester. And as much as I want to retake Music 101 with you, Professor Wicks, I also, want to graduate at some point. I hear it's an employees market out there.
do you have a name for this creation? You mentioned being not intimate with it, but definitely not intimate with it.
Yeah, hang on. Let's give Chat a freebie. Chat, what's this flesh golem called?
Oh, that's very nice.
Very generous of you.
Let me know, Chat.
Got that
Chat, what's up
power.
with this flesh golem? Bob. His name is Bob. Wait, no, Bob Fleshica. Its full name is Bob Fleshica.
Oh my gosh, that's what my mom's name was. Did
What?
you know
That's
her?
crazy. I might have. This is definitely going to pay off later.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, I think we're almost to our destination. But remember, Chat, when you drop these NPCs here, they're literally going to shape the entire adventure, because now Wardy's whole thing is the point of the quest. Just saying, no throwaways in this bunch. Oh, hey, here we go. Everybody get ready to jump out of the Beagle or over the school.
All right, let's go kill a girlfriend.
Wow.
She's not my girlfriend. The Beagle sort of is like hovering over this like giant sort of Hogwartsy looking, and I'm so sorry, Danielle, I'm not trying to typecast you in terms of like what kind of locations you're allowed to role play in. But sort of this like Hogwarts, but if Hogwarts was like a part of a strip mall, like if there was definitely a closed Radio Shack attached to the Hogwarts, Okay. So, but the crazy thing is there's just sort of like this, all-consuming, almost, if we're going full River of Slime, Ghostbusters 2 over the art museum, over this thing. But it's sort of like part giant gelatin mold, but there are still like female features in it, like just like a big expanding face.
I am so literally, you just keep describing my mom. I'm having flashbacks.
Oh, I think I see a bosom somewhere mid Joe.
She used to be so beautiful.
Is it weird that I'm kind of into it?
Hey,
Who
that's
wouldn't
my
be
mom.
into this?
I mean-
This is the greatest thing.
Yeah, you're talking about her mom. I mean, my friend. Oh shoot.
I just think she seems like a nice thing to have around for a party because it's like Jello shots. Like, I mean, I feel like she could provide for a lot of people, like service a lot of people.
Yeah, and that's what I'm looking for. To be servicing, someone who services, service.
This is a
Like-
great college. I should probably enroll.
Are we on the ground, or do we have to like see if we jump out?
Well, yeah. So as everyone is getting ready to sort of dramatically jump out of the plane, Mission Impossible style, this kindly janitor who has been here the whole time, just janiting in the cabin, walks up to each of you with some sage advice that is really just lyrics from 90s songs. Oh, screw you, whoever did this. I love you, but also, damn it. So here's what we're going to do. When I'm going to give you this advice, you can interpret it however you want during the game. But when you do it, you're going to be when you use it, you're going to be able to get advantage on whatever role you're incorporating the advice on. So as the janitor is going by, the janitor starts with Scrunchy, and Scrunchy, the janitor just puts their wise hands on your shoulder. It's 100% the janitor from Breakfast Club. It's fine. He just says, "Don't let the days go by. Glycerine. Dun 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 dun. Glycerine. Do you understand what I'm saying?"
Weirdly, I think I do.
Okay.
No
forget
bush left unturned.
Exactly. Why don't I remember any 90s songs? Kikilia, the janitor sort of mops his way. He's still mopping the whole time like he's doing this. It's really weird. Just like looks directly up at you and just says, "Tag team, back again. Check to direct it. Let's begin. Party on, party people. Let me hear some noise. DC's in the house. Let me jump for joy. There's a party over here, a party over there. There's a party everywhere. Shake your derriere."
Right. I will take this with me to my grave. Kiss him on the head.
He's very, very moved. Just completely moved. Timbo, he comes over to you and
I put my arms on his shoulders to steady myself.
Yeah, he just and he puts his arms on your shoulders, and you guys are full middle school dance right now.
Room for the goblin.
No, absolutely. And he looks to you and he says, "Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please just stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to."
A single tear. How do you know? And then let go.
Mops over to Al, stops and kind of just dramatically looks to you and says, "I'm going to put a brand new flavor in your ear. Flavor in your ear. Put a brand new flavor in your ear. I'm going to put a new flavor in your ear. Going to put a brand new flavor in your ear."
I will make a decision at some point, and I will repeat this.
And Stevie, my cat won't stop screaming at me. Working from home. Also, just off camera, just found out I got a negative COVID test, everybody. Woo, pressure's off for the rest of the day. Baby, I don't have COVID.
Congratulations.
Yay. She's happy. And finally, he kind of looks to Stevie dramatically and says, "Pump up the jam, pump it up." Uh-huh.
Pump it. That's what my papa used to say to me when I was a child. Just wanted more jam. But I get it. I get it.
Then what do I know? I'm just a janitor. And he dramatically mops up to the front, to the cockpit, where I guess someone is piloting the Beagle. I hadn't really thought it out that through. Now it is time for everyone to dramatically leap out of the Beagle onto the roof of the school. Can I get everyone to roll an athletics check?
Ooh.
You certainly can.
Oh, crap.
Yikes.
I got a 6. Yippee.
You got 6?
Yep.
And a 13.
Okay.
I got a 9.
Okay.
I got a 16.
8.
Okay, if you so everybody jumps through the rush of the night sky. I don't know if there are parachutes involved. I'm not a micromanager, right? But as everyone's just like dropping through the sky, along with Wardy. Wardy is joining you, and he's just like, and like tears just like pouring out of his face. If you rolled higher than a 10. You land dramatically with like this big, cool, like superhero landing moment. Real quick, if you rolled higher than a 10, tell me how cool your landing looks.
I land on my hands.
All at the same time.
And I do a front handspring and land on my
jump out of the Beagle like this, and I just
Keep going, Amy, all at the same time.
just flip.
Even though I landed on my foot, I still want to do some jumping jacks.
And then I
So I'm doing
land.
jumping jacks to make it flourishy.
In my eyes.
Mhm. If you rolled lower than a 10, will you please all at the same time describe how terrible your landing looks?
So as soon as I
fly
get
all
out
the way
of
as
the
quickly
Beagle,
as
I
humanly
bounce
possible.
on
And
every
I want to get there
tree branch
faster
as I
because
go
I'm a
down.
completionist and I really just, the goal is to land. So I land as quickly as possible. I pencil
Like
drop
a
head
couple
first
of them
down on
go
the
in the
ground.
wrong place.
Forehead
At
makes
least
contact,
one of
body
them
folds at a
goes
90-degree
like
angle
right
after
in
me.
my
Just
crack,
good,
and
good.
then a couple of them like right
And
in the
then
cleavage of my shirt.
there's a
Just,
small spurt of blood, but I recover. I shake it
I'm
off. I
still
really
going.
really-
It's so
I'm done.
terrible. And then finally I reach the ground with branches in places I don't want to say.
Perfect.
Timbo
if
holds
you-
up a really scribbled 8 on a piece of paper he found from the janitor.
Wardy's like, also an 8. And then both of them look expectantly at Al, just like waiting for your score.
Al holds up a 6, and then in classic Al behavior, looks at the 8s and flips it around, and it's a 9.
Wow, pretty high marks all around, you three. For the three of you who rolled poorly for your landings, you're so embarrassed and frustrated by the landing, you're going to have disadvantage on your next roll. Okay, here we go. As I try desperately to find, let's see here, community college map, Google image search. What you got for me, baby? One. Oh, this one has a Panda Express in it. Wow.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry. Spoilers for the game.
With some orange chicken now.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. So you guys land on top of one of the buildings. So this is actually sort of a pretty decently sized complex. You have actually landed on top of the student center. To the north of you is where the cube has really started to consume everything. It started to consume the activities hall, a part of the courtyard, the library, the receiving dock. You got to have a receiving dock, so that's probably bad that that's already been lost. And a part of the fine arts center, which fine arts at a community college? Come on, you guys. To the west, you can see the parking area where people leave like their magical steeds and stuff like that. It's pretty empty right now because everyone who got out before before Bob Fleshica really went out of control. Got out as best they could. But sort of on this roof, there is like a roof sort of like entrance to get into the building, which is why this is the particular roof you guys were aiming for. You guys are never going to believe what's down there.
Can I take a peek so I can find out?
Absolutely. Roll a perception check for me.
Okay. I don't like surprises. 15.
Okay, a 15. So you open up the roof, and man, there's a Panda Express down there.
I'm
so
surprised.
Yeah, crazy, right? Just this like medieval, this fantasy style fast food kitchen. You still see like bowls of orange chicken and
everyone. There's a really quick tavern being governed by panda bears.
Well, I go over to the Panda Bear Tavern because that sounds lovely, and I am still so injured from my climb down.
Panda.
Yes,
Panda.
I also want to hug something soft after breaking my body.
Panda.
I think the tavern is going to be a wonderful
panda.
place to grill Wardy on what Bob is after. Because Bob can't just be blindly motivated by terror and destruction.
No, I think it's jealousy.
Oh, yeah.
She can travel around this town, let the cops chase her around, but
yeah. Hey, jealousy. Oh, we're just gonna keep doing this the whole game. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and get into this Panda Tavern, which, by the way, Panda Express should be called Panda Tavern.
That's gonna be the new ones. Yeah.
I saw the David Ayer Suicide Squad. This is a great, post-apocalyptic little piece of wasteland for us to just cozy up and talk a little bit more about ourselves and what's going on. And he like climbs down the ladder into the Panda Tavern.
I fall the same way I fell out of the Beagle.
Are there people still working there, or has this been evacuated as well?
As you pop down, roll a perception check for me.
Alziver. Okay. And 12 total.
Ooh.
Okay, great. So as you pop down, are you fully entering the tavern? Like feet on the ground, all that good stuff. He asked for no reason.
Yes. I want the full experience of the Panda Tavern.
Great. No, absolutely. Okay, cool. So as you leap in, hang on just a second. So you're looking around. Everything looks like pretty abandoned, and as the rest of the group is popping in to the room, everything's seems like pretty normal, and then you hear it, that like uncomfortable sound, or that frustrating sound, that disappointing sound of when the soda fountain doesn't have enough CO2 going into a drink, and you look over and you see this that one, and you see what is clearly like a gnomish technology style fountain drink thing, very like steampunky and ridiculous. It looks more like a pipe organ than a soda fountain. You see that first, but then your eyes sort of expand to like who is holding a glass and just like looking very confused at these sudden visitors. And it is this very like large panda bear. And the panda bear is like, "You are trespassing."
We're here to discuss a matter of love.
Matter of love means little to a panda bear like me. We have reclaimed our land and our business.
Sir, no. I'm sorry, is it sir or ma'am Panda Bear, or
I'm clearly a lady panda. My name is Marjorie Panda.
Marjorie Panda. We respect your ways of trying to reclaim your land and not, I also cannot love, so I understand. We are simply here to find out what has happened on this campus and how we may get rid of the very beautiful and enticing but deadly gelatinous being who is terrorizing the people here.
You wish to remove Bob Fleshica? I keep having to check what its name is.
I mean, I like personally just want to talk to Bob Fleshica. Like, I don't really know Bob Fleshica. Like, maybe Bob, I mean, they can't be friends, but maybe we can be like acquaintances. We can like hang out. I don't know. Look, I don't say no to anything.
I guess, Panda, what you need to know is we definitely do not want Bob Fleshica to reclaim your reclaimed land.
We're not in a colonizing situation, is what we're trying to say.
And I appreciate that. However,
if you want, Marjorie, I can offer to help fix your little problem. It seems the liquid's not coming out properly.
I would appreciate that.
Okay, I'm just gonna crawl under here. Don't mind me.
So, Scrunchy, will you please roll a persuasion check with advantage, since Al and Stevie Wicks are kind of backing you up here? And Timbo, what should you roll to fix a soda fountain? Is a question I've never asked. Okay, fantastic.
Yeah, I like to fix things when I black out, and why not? I'm awake right now, but maybe I've just got the knack.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Will you roll a straight wisdom check for me with advantage with your tinker tools?
Oh,
with advantage, I got 17.
Okay. So as Timbo is also fixing the fountain, Marjorie picks up these like two sort of like crappily made chopsticks, as like you would find at a local Panda tavern, and just starts clicking them together, even though there are so many things in this restaurant that would be better noisemakers. And two other bears emerge from the shadows, and Marjorie addresses them and says, "Sup, fam? We will let these interlopers pass. They are fixing our soda machine and have no intentions of taking this Panda Tavern back from us."
No, but if you have any extra egg rolls or something, or just maybe some orange chicken, I would love to share a meal maybe with you.
We're really tired, and I fell real hard, and it hurts in
My
places
neck
I
does
can't
this
describe.
now.
Oh wow, that's horrible. That shouldn't even happen.
Wow.
And I wish I had never seen it with my eyes. The persuasion check was pretty good. So yeah, the pandas sort of gather up some food with everybody, and before long, normally this would happen right before the third act. I feel this little bit of downtime, but this is our story, right? This isn't Hollywood's. No notes here. So the group finds themselves like eating with these pandas, and this brings back so many memories for Kekilia that he remembers not one but two very important dramatic pieces of backstory to his life that are also related to eating at the Panda Tavern.
Wonderful. Okay, so the first thing that happens is I'm sitting there like scooping these cream cheese wontons into my gullet as I keep looking over at the soda machine as it gets worked on, and every time it's tested and that syrupy thick liquid spurts out of it, it causes me to jolt, and it flashes back to an open neck wound gushing with blood every time. And it just flashes back to my childhood in the small village where we weren't smart enough to stop the enemy, which is why I needed to go to college, because we weren't smart enough to know that things were sharp. And my Uncle Daddy is his name. He wasn't my daddy, he was just my Uncle Daddy. My Uncle Daddy, he tripped and fell into a ravine, and he thought he should land on the thorns because there was more of them, but he was so stupid, he went straight for the thorns, and the neck looked just like the soda fountain as he died. But then the
And as you're telling the
came.
story, Marjorie holds up a hand first. Point of clarification.
Yeah.
Was your uncle named Daddy, or was he a family member and your mother had sex with two brothers?
No,
and
his
wasn't
name
sure.
Well, when what's happened? There we go. No, he was my uncle named Daddy. Daddy was short for Dadicus.
Go on.
Yeah, so, and then the pandas came. So the end of flashback 1. So as I watch Uncle Daddy bleed out in the briar patch, pandas came, lifted his body out of the ravine, brought him into a beautiful campfire or a pyre, but they got confused. They were pandas, and they started to burn and char the body, which started to smell delicious. And we slowly gathered around this wonderful table as we had Uncle Daddy wontons. And he is forever with me and a part of my musculature because I absorbed his protein. Thank you, Uncle Daddy. Thank you, pandas.
There's silence for a moment as this tale washes over everyone, and Marjorie says, "You are the son of Dadicus?"
No, I am the nephew of Dadicus. I understand
That's
it's
absolutely
confusing
correct.
because his name was Uncle Daddy, but it happens all the time.
No, God, sorry. No, such an important part of my life. I should have remembered that he didn't have kids, but his brother had kids, and you must be one of those kids. I was the panda that hurt your uncle. It was me.
You blessed small bear person, and I embrace him and start sobbing over his shoulder.
The two of you are hugging, and you have earned a feat called Spirit of the Panda. Whenever you make a strength check, add +2. Just the spirit of the panda is going to wash through you and do that. But as you guys are hugging, oh my God, the door gets kicked down, and wouldn't you know it, 2 skeletons just charge right into this room. Just waving their swords around, these jerks. Man, hang on just a second while I get this new encounter ready, since you guys made friends with the bears instead of fighting the bears.
Pandas are
Although
literally my favorite animal. We are always going to make friends with pandas.
I'm
Oh,
always
get
gonna
it.
make, and I'm always gonna make friends. I don't know why I picked someone who can't be friends with anyone.
Hey,
That's the struggle of life, isn't it?
I completely
you're-
appreciate it personally.
Be on their side, but you have
Okay.
a ton of boundaries.
All right, gang, roll initiative. Let's do this.
Okay. Oh, I should mention, I got a 19 to fix the soda machine.
Oh, perfect. That will definitely come into play.
Okay, great.
Okay, Al rolled a 14. Tequila, what you got?
Oh gosh.
Not a
24.
number.
24.
24. Scrunchy, how you doing?
I am muted because there was an ambulance. I got an 8.
You got an 8. Perfect. Stevie Wicks,
14 as well.
14. Good. Timbo,
18.
18. And as I roll everyone else's initiative, I just wanted to say we just smashed 4K
Whoa.
fundraising. Thank you guys honestly so much. On we set a week-long goal of $2,000. So I just honestly, I know that this is just a goofy ass 3 hours, but it's goofy for a good cause, and I just appreciate you all so much, honestly. Now let's see. Let's see what's about to happen here. Okay, hang on just a second. Let me roll initiative for all my bears and all my skeletons. I don't think these skeletons are going to last long, by the way, because y'all made some friends. And ooh, okay, an initiative of 3. Thanks, skeleton. All right, here we go. Al, it's your turn. 2 skeletons have just burst through this door, interrupting this very peaceful dinner, and maybe even more importantly, interrupting this beautiful reunion for Cecilia and Marjorie.
Well, as my character is a barbarian, bard, range, and wizard, I might have to choose between raging and giving a bardic inspiration for my bonus action. But I think I'm going to let my janitorial wisdom inform me. So before I do anything, I'm going to see if maybe I can ultra inspire everybody maybe.
Heck yeah.
I'm going to say, I'm gonna put a brand new flavor in your ear. I don't know this song, by the way, but there's a lot of repetition. In your ear. I'm gonna put a brand new flavor in your ear. Put a brand new flavor. Put a brand new flavor. Put a brand new flavor in your ear. Did I nail it?
Absolutely.
Buster would be so proud.
Oh my God, Craig Mack, 1,000 degrees.
Mack.
All right.
Craig Mack. Okay, is that's the artist?
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
So that is my.
And I love your rendition because it means we don't get dinged for copyright. So.
Yes, that is a bonus. Okay, and then if they're just smashing through the door, I'm going to smash right back at them, and I'm gonna, cast a wizard spell on them.
Do it. I love wizard spells.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast. Oh well, this. I got this from a bar. As my no, wait. Sorry, I have so many choices here. I'm actually going to toll the dead. I'm gonna toll the dead, and that means they need to make. This I point a finger at the skeleton and I say, you it's I choose you. and he needs, or they need to make a wisdom saving throw of 12.
You've got it. So the skeleton at first looks really excited at being chosen and then realizes it wasn't being chosen for anything good, completely fails that saving throw with a 2. And please, for the class, what happens with that Toll the Dead?
Toll the Dead. Is the skeleton missing any hit points at the moment?
It is not. It's it's full, fresh skeleton.
Fresh skeleton. Then he or they will take only 1d8 worth of damage.
Okay.
So that is 4. And I say, I choose you to be our new talking stick.
The skeleton is like, oh, and is taking all this damage, but still seems like very confused as you're sending really mixed messages. On one hand, you're attacking it violently, and on the other hand, including it socially. And so this skeleton, not only damaged, but maybe a little damaged emotionally. But that takes us to Cecilia.
Yeah.
It was actually supposed to be first because you rolled a 24 and I didn't scroll up high enough on the encounter builder.
It's all good. So I'm going to go to the one that's not chosen because I want him to stay confused as hell. So I'm going to go and charge the other one with my great axe. I'm swapping weapons a little bit here. Get a little swipey swipe on it.
Great.
Scooby-Doo. That's going to be 24 to hit.
24 absolutely hits. Roll that Scooby-Doo damage.
That is 12 Scooby-Doo damage.
Ooh, a 12.
And I get a second hit on him, so I'm gonna swing again.
Oh,
Oh wait,
poor
that was
guy.
supposed to be a disadvantage, wasn't it? Because I got the thing, because I landed badly.
You did. Thank you for
That makes
keeping the game
that
honest.
first hit an 11 then.
Okay, that 11 misses, but how's
Okay,
that second hit do?
All right, let me roll 2 more. We'll see how we do. Oh wait, no, just one more. What am I doing? 21 to hit. That's 21 to hit.
21 hits. Now roll damage on that hit.
All right, 14.
14 damage. Please explain to the class how this skeleton dies. I don't know. It's a skeleton.
Sensing a game, I look over to the second skeleton. It's like, you have also been chosen, and it's like, what? Me? And again, ding, 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 ding. Just unzip the ribs and just bones everywhere, tinkling against the ground.
Oh man!
Walking stick.
Oh, if you guys were in school with me, you'd definitely treat me like shit, huh?
Just
like poor Wardy's just over there, just like sweating. Okay, that brings us to. There's still one very emotionally confused skeleton here. But all of you sort of like look over at a flash, like Marjorie dramatically rose from the circle along with Kekilia, and is also charging forward with Kekilia and is like, for Uncle Daddy. Bears are cool. The bear bites and claws the skeleton, misses with the bite, misses with the claws. So this was going to be really dramatic, but then just, the skeleton, I don't know, maybe this skeleton sort of like flashes back to the days before it was a skeleton. It had like flesh and skin and thoughts and feelings and a soul and a therapist. And the therapist was kind of like talking to them about like self-worth and red flags and things like that. And nothing but red flags being thrown at this skeleton right now. So maybe they're just like a little more aware right now and just like, okay, I understand what I've walked through. This is not my first barbecue, people. You cannot gaslight me into being the person with the least amount of social value in this room, and just like easily dodges the bear because the skeleton has a point to prove now. Timbo, it's your turn.
Timbo crawls out from under the machine and gives it
The now working machine.
Yeah, one quick Fonzie punch, and then it's in unison. He grabs the cup and goes tick, 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 down the whole thing and makes the full mix. And then very dramatically, a light catches his eye as he looks up into the dusty friend. The skeleton passes him the drink and says, "You passed the test."
Will you please roll a persuasion for me?
Yes, I will. Let's do it in here because it's fun. That would be a 25.
Wow, a 25. Like somehow all of just like the doubts and all the work that the skeleton did, in therapy, all that that building and stuff like that. There's just something about Timbo's eyes that
The deep
just
red of blood.
yeah, just those bloodshot, tired, broken. I mean, they're literally red flags in pupils, right?
Yeah.
And the skeleton just like goes back to their old habits, and spots the worst person at a Panda Express you could possibly hook up with for the night, and just like smiles and just like takes the drink. And it's just like, thank you. And like, pushes where hair would have been over where an ear would have been.
Yeah.
And then drinks the drink.
I'm just saying, you'd look prettier if you smiled. If my eyeballs are full of red flags, we're going on this train.
Will you please roll an unarmed strike?
Oh, gosh. Yeah. Well. A 13.
13 hits. So there's a moment, just a brief moment, where the skeleton's like, "Can I trust again? Can I love again?" And then Timbo, makes the crack about smiling, and just like the emotional pain, I guess it's force damage. Just that emotional pain crackles through the skeleton, and just heartache and sadness pull its bones apart, and it just turns to dust in front of Timbo.
I guess they didn't pass. That's ridiculous. They're literally all teeth. All they do is smile. Oh, it's really got to work on the confidence. I pick the drink up and I finish it.
Good. No, absolutely. The bears sort of gather around, and Marjorie is like, "Thank you for not only understanding and respecting our sovereignty over this tavern, but defending it." The bear snaps a finger. Marjorie snaps a finger, and the other two bears hurry over and find these straps that they attach to the soda fountain, and lift it, this giant heavy thing, and they're like, "Timbo, this is for you."
Sorry, what am I being gifted?
Oh, the entire soda fountain.
Oh,
It's mobile now, you see.
That's amazing. I strap it onto my back like a backpack.
Great. Will you make a strength check?
I've got all these tubes. Yes, I will. 22.
Right. So you like brace and like really like, lift, you're lifting with your legs, not your back, just like the instruction videos tell you to when you get a job working in the back room at Best Buy. Like channeling that strength, you're just like up, and you just have this giant, like, gnomish technology soda fountain now strapped to your back. What does it do? I don't know. I don't think I have the capacity right now to figure out what this magic item is.
Don't worry, I will.
We'll figure it out together.
And
Thanks so much.
It kind of looks like a giant pan flute on my back. And I take out my pan flute tiny in the front. And I feel complete.
Perfect. And
symmetry is breathtaking. I love it.
Now there's one big open double door that actually leads out of the Panda Tavern and into the student center.
I do actually want to talk to Wardy before moving forward. Wardy.
Oh, hey, what's up, player?
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that tune I just did, it was given to me by the janitor. I'm not much.
Oh, you're great.
Yeah, thanks. I wanted to see if you had any just knowledge about, just if you could tell a story about Bob Fleshica. It sounds like they didn't start as Bob Fleshica, and then they moved towards, the gargantuan being that they are. But what do you think they are motivated by?
Well, man, there's no telling really now, I built, Bob Fleshica just like out of a lot of spare parts in the chem lab. Real weird science kind of situation, but with alchemy instead. Weird alchemy? Yeah, there it is. Why don't people understand? Alchemy. Brawl in the head, whole 9 yards. And things started off good enough, at first. And, then Bob Fleshica started asking a lot of weird questions, why are you, why are you 22 and you still don't own a bed frame? And, hey, you chew with your mouth open a lot. And, you never really ask me a lot of questions about me. And, and then, the dean just straight up kidnapped her. That's absolutely what happened. There's no way she left of her own accord because we were in love.
Because, it did sound like a lot of those things were fixable on your part. You could have taken control of any of that situation, but the kidnapping, yeah, that seems, you should have led with that, really.
I want to make
Yeah,
an insight
definitely
check on
kidnapped.
Wardy.
Okay, do it.
22.
You get the sense. Okay, Wardy is a 22-year-old man, so the reality that he has created for himself is absolutely true to him. Anything that he could have been doing wrong doesn't exist. He doesn't have the capacity for that kind of critical thinking about himself. But even to Kekilia, who is I don't know, Kekilia, how old is Kekilia?
Kekilia, he's about 27. He's a little older than this guy, but he grew up in a small village where beating each
old
other
enough
to
to
death
rent
was a hobby.
Sure. And beating each other to death as a hobby sort of gives you a level of clarity that maybe somebody like Wardy doesn't have. So you recognize like, oh wow, yeah. The dean did not kidnap Bob Fleshica. Bob Fleshica ran away with the dean.
Oh. Al, I think I have discovered something.
From what Wardy just said, I think we all discovered something.
Yes, but I could see through the lies in his sweaty little face.
Oh.
But it was the dean. The dean ran away with Bob Fleshka.
What? That's ridiculous. Also, I'm right here.
Oh, wow.
I like
Were
palm
they
his
in
face
love?
away.
I get it. She's a beautiful woman, it sounds like.
Yeah, it sounds like two very consenting adults made a decision, and Wardy, you were left behind.
I knew the problem was jealousy. I just didn't know jealousy was in the room.
Hey, jealousy. Listen, there's no reason why Bob Fleshica wouldn't want all of this. This is ridiculous.
Why'd
and when
you
we
only
get to
point
Bob,
to your face? Is that all you have to offer? Your sweaty face?
I mean, my mom says I'm handsome enough, and
Don't bring moms into this.
and I'm
That must be where dishonesty comes from. Mountain.
Right? She thinks you're popular. Your mom says you're a catch. You're popular.
Yeah. She says I just got to rate for the right. Oh God. Oh no.
Did she also say that you're
no.
special?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
This
boy.
college needs a lot more clubs about accepting yourself. Maybe we should start one.
Maybe like some confidence. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it's college. The toxic masculinity and the patriarchy doesn't just hurt non-males, right? It really hurts me too. And then he sits down on the ground and just like has a moment.
Oh, Wardy, what you need is friends. I can't be your friend because you'd get killed immediately. But what you need is real friends and people.
You mean like Professor Wicks? I would love to be best friends with my teacher.
You should not your teacher. You should be friends with another student here at the school. Definitely not anyone who has authority over you. And also more friends than just your mom.
Well, maybe I'll find some on the way to the end of this adventure.
Wardy, I can't be your best friend. And then Scrunchy puts her hand on his shoulder. Would you like to be my acquaintance?
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
I know, that's sad.
It is. Well, hey, acquaintances, I guess we should, I'm
going to remove myself from the list. I'm just, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't go here.
I'm happy to be an acquaintance, but I also feel like I'm not going to call myself a friend, but I'm definitely someone that's in your world. How about that?
Oh, like someone I can come back and visit after I graduate.
Oh,
yeah, alumni weekend, alumni week. That's a great
Or just
time.
Tuesdays.
You can come visit me at village. I'll show you the briar patch.
So as the group is sort of West Wing trying to build up West Wing walk while they build up Wardy's self-esteem, you enter the dank darkness of this abandoned student center, and I need everyone to make a perception check.
Ooh.
And while you're rolling them, we're going to take about 5, maybe 10 minutes. I don't know. I don't know what everyone's needs are, but I want to make sure that they're seen too. We will be right back to continue whatever this is. Thank you all so much for being here. We'll be back in a minute. Welcome back to the assault on the community college, slowly being consumed by a giant sort of flesh golem, sort of gelatinous cube sort of entity. That's the title of the movie that's on the poster. Our intrepid heroes have stepped into the student center for the first time. It's dark. It's seemingly abandoned. There's no lanterns lit, the fires that usually would burn in the middle of a fantasy type community college student center. Cold, just cold and dead. Just general darkness in front of all of you. All of you have rolled a perception check as you leave Panda Tavern into the long dark of the student center. What'd you roll for perception?
Ooh, just the 6 over here.
Oh, you're doing better than me. I rolled a 3.
Oh, wow.
And a 12.
Okay, a 12.
14.
Okay, a 14 from Stevie. Timbo, how'd you do?
I got a 5.
How did I get the best perception? I did not feel like the most perceptive character, but in this gang, wow.
As the group steps into this dark area in your eye, as your eyes are sort of struggling to adjust in the dim light. Some of you might have dark vision. I don't know if you do. Give me a thumbs up. Stevie, you get the sense that you're not alone in this student center.
I don't think we're alone in the student center. I know you're all here, but I have this stinking suspicion there might be something around here.
Why do you say that?
Just something feeling in my bones. I feel it.
I hate feeling people in my bones.
Right?
And you also hate feeling bones. How were we just about to say that at the exact same time? Oh my God. And even worse is feeling bones on your people. And like right on cue, out of the darkness, a skeleton runs into the room like, it's holding the long handle with some of the players still attached of an old Renaissance foosball table, which all student centers should have, and it's like wielding it like a swinging club. And everyone roll for initiative again.
Yikes.
23.
Wow.
Holy goodness.
18.
9.
12.
7.
Scrunchy is just so afraid of these skeletons that she just keeps hanging back and doesn't get to fight them.
I get it.
You don't want to make a new friend. I get it.
Just stay back.
Okay, here we go. Yeah. All of you notice as this skeleton is running forward at you that it is a much larger skeleton than per usual. It is maybe, I don't know. Hey, skeleton, how big are you, man? He's huge. He's huge, so he's pretty big. And I apologize. Kikilia, what's your perception? Or what's your initiative?
23.
23. Timbo?
Oh, what? 18.
18. Al?
9.
9. Stevie?
7.
7. Scrunchy?
12.
12. Amazing. I actually rolled decently for once. Super cool.
Job.
That good or bad for us, though?
Sounds
Okay.
bad. Sounds real bad.
It's kind of bad. Or maybe Kekilia will just handle this right out the gate. Kekilia, what you doing with this giant skeleton in the student center?
I was raised by Uncle Daddy to take down bullies. Don't worry, tiny skewered people. I shall save you. And I go and I charge with my great axe.
Love it. Swing at it.
Fudge. First one's a 7.
Okay, what's that second?
Now.
How's that second one go? Oh, and all of you have, I think
That's an
all of you
8.
have a reroll. You do have a reroll if you want to use it.
I will use it.
Okay.
Ow,
Reroll one of
come
those
on.
attacks for me.
13? 13?
Does it? No, 13 misses. Oh man. Kekilia like runs in and let me know what you want to do, if anything, with a bonus attack. But Kekilia just like runs in swinging.
So he's nearsighted.
People have bardic inspiration if they want to use it.
Oh, that's right.
Ooh.
That's
How'd that
a
work?
D- it's an extra D6 on top of any D20 roll. If you
Aw,
wanna
snap.
spend it.
Ooh.
I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna spend it. 15.
He does not hit this giant,
no.
giant mid-game boss skeleton.
I want to like
Oh,
charge
man.
up to it, like, but he's nearsighted, so it looked like a normal skeleton to me at first, and as I get closer, it just gets bigger, and I'm like, ee, ee, ee. Good day, sir.
Good day. It does not respond politely, but it makes all sorts of weird, like, "Nah," sort of noises at you. Just real, Skeletorish. Just, "Nah, my student center." Timbo, your turn.
Okay. Well, the thing that I'm good at is punching. Yeah. So I'm gonna do a quick, since I'm a moist boy, I'm gonna do a slide under Keely. Pardon me, what was your name again? As I'm going, Achillia, thank you. As I slide under your legs. And then I'm gonna go to punch the ankles to make them shorter so that Achillia can get a better aim. That's my
I love that.
intention.
I absolutely love that. Kekilia, real quick, while Timbo's rolling for that, will you roll an acrobatics check for me?
Sure.
Great.
14.
Natural 1, baby.
God, okay.
With Bardic Inspiration, that's a 19 on the first hit.
Okay, 19 hits.
Oh, 2 points. 2 whole points of damage.
Incredible.
Ting!
Do you have any other attacks? You've got
I
other
do. I have
attacks,
so
I think.
many attacks.
You've got a lot of attacks. You're a monk.
I do. I have another. I'm going to do another attack.
Perfect.
And yep, here we go. Do that. Oh, that's a 20.
That hits. Roll that damage.
Okay. 4 points of damage.
I'm going to give you 5 just because you sounded so confident when you said it.
Thank you. See what those confidence classes are working out.
Hey.
Okay, and then I'm going to spend a key point. Bam. And I'm going to do it 2 more times.
Perfect.
Ay. Oh boy. I'm going to. Oh, bam. Flurry of blows. Oh, terrible. Okay, but my bardic inspiration. No, that's a 15 doesn't hit.
15 does not hit.
1 more. Oh no. Nope. Well, I'm doing it and I'm realizing nothing's really happening. And then I just kind of pat the feet of the skeleton and then just look up and just that was a pedicure, no charge. And I slide back under the legs of Achilles.
The skeleton just kind of like watches you go back. As you first you started to try to slide between the legs of Kekilia, and the soda machine on your back like catches the sides of it, like catches legs, and he falls back onto his butt. And just as he's like getting back up, you slide back again, and you knock him down again, and he's prone.
All right.
I'm not used to moving with this much of a donk.
We just found your character arc. Soon you're gonna know how to move with that donk. It's Giant Skeleton's turn.
Always my character arc.
Every time. That's a promise. The skeleton starts to chase after Timbo as Timbo like greasy boys away. Just whoop. But
How'd
discovers.
you know my nickname in the youngin' days?
Oh, get ready for the plot twist. But, the skeleton sees Cacilia first and tries to stab you twice with this foosball skewer, and then on the third attack actually reaches behind it and lifts up the entire foosball table and tries to smish you with it. So I'm going to roll these 3 attacks.
I hate being smished.
So 16.
Will hit.
Okay. A 16.
Yeah, I'm wearing leather
that-
like an idiot.
What if that one didn't hit? That would have been awesome. And then a 7.
Yeah, miss.
Okay, here we go. Rolling damage on 2 of these. 13.
Will hit. Yes, that will hit.
And then an 8. But then you kind of get out of the way as it smashes this whole foosball table. So everyone realizes, just like the dire straits that this group is in, and that wasn't meant to be another music pun, but here we are. When suddenly, this face-off is happening with this skeleton. Syllables are tough. And then in the middle of the group, a shadowy figure drops down from the ceiling with like this cape like fluttering up in the air as it lands, and just like lands in this badass superhero landing. The shadowy figure, the first thing you notice, you notice 2 things. The cape is actually a jacket that it is tied with sleeves around its neck, and it's wearing this like big like bucket like fisherman's hat, like a come my lady, come my lady, like kind of hat, one of those hats that would look good with Jinko jeans, but he's not wearing Jinko jeans. And he takes
can you
off.
describe the hat more? What's a come my lady hat?
Oh yeah, it's like like a big sort of like fisherman like bucket hat. It's got like some different like patches like from various like popular bards and bard groups that perform in the region. On the back of it, it says fat, but spelled with a PH. And he takes off the hat like really dramatically and cracks his little neck bones and flings the hat Kung Lao style at the skeleton. See what happens. This better be cool, hat boy.
I was very unclear if this was a good guy or a bad guy, but
Yeah, I was
I'm
not sure either.
I'm still unclear. All right, I have to submit a piece of feedback to D&D Beyond that the ninja does not have rollable stat blocks yet. Oh shoot. All right, here we go. Where's your dumb attack, ninja? Okay, cool. Here we go.
Amazing. I'm really glad you described the hat though. Like
No, it's important. I mean, his name's Hat Boy.
like
It's
beyond.
important.
He's my butterfly, sugar.
Yeah, sure,
Baby. Mhm.
Yes. Okay. Sweet. Hang on. The best is when the DM just has to do a bunch of rolls. That's exciting for everyone to watch.
It's my
Just me
favorite.
quietly doing this.
Honestly, it's pretty
Gives us
great.
all time
The
to stare at each
intensity.
other's faces.
The
Yeah, no,
intensity.
it's self
And
it's self-care,
Cucumber's just
right?
doing so much at all times, and I cannot not watch Cucumber at
I
all
know,
times.
it is.
Well, yeah.
is
So like
truly
while the
best.
rolls are happening, we're all just kind of looking at each other. And I personally, Scrunchy is amazed by the hat guy, because there is just so much paraphernalia on his hat that she is confused.
It's so much. It's like a fully staffed TGI Fridays amount of tchotchkes on one hat. It's actually really impressive. So this mysterious figure takes off the hat, flings the hat, it slams into this big skeleton's head. The head is like as the hat collides with it, and then the hat bounces off the head, pings off a wall, then pings off some opposite wall in the student center that you don't see, comes back. He catches it with his foot, kind of hacky sacks it a little bit, because of course this guy would, and then like hackies it back at the skeleton. It hits the skeleton a second time, pings back off of his head and lands back on the guy's head, and he turns dramatically to all of you and says, "I'm Hat Boy."
What?
You have something in your throat. Can you clear?
That's a boy?
About a boy, because that's a really good movie. Also a great book beforehand.
Hi,
Oh,
I'm Hat Boy. How's everybody
hi.
doing?
Hi.
Sorry, I was choking on a now and later. It's ridiculous. These things can be dangerous, but they're good.
Thanks for the clutch save.
Oh, you're welcome. He's still very much alive, but you're very, very welcome.
Oh,
Oh, the way that I saw it in my brain was that you took it completely out.
I also thought that he was obliterated.
Oh, well, I appreciate it. And it would probably move the story along a little more if that had happened. But let's just sit in this round of combat just a little while longer. Does that sound good?
One more
Yeah,
You
question.
could get to me. You could get to me. Mhm.
of course, I meet a new group of acquaintances. And then suddenly a super skeleton makes it so that not even a boy with an amazing hat can save us. Lacey.
Oh, this guy's not so cool. I've got some hats.
Hey, Wardy, remember what we talked about? You're gonna
It's
need
not
to do
about
some-
you.
Yeah, we're gonna need to do some work on yourself before we start, just giving you attention willy-nilly.
He's like already just like picking up refuse from the ground and just trying to pass it off his hat.
Hey, Wardy. Hey, bud. I'm super glad that you're self-actualizing, but we kind of have to fight like the super scary skeleton. So can you self-actualize at a point when it's like later?
That's fair.
It's not just
and-
about your flair, Wardy. Sometimes it's beyond the flair. All right.
I'm going to keep that in mind. Hey,
Mhm.
thanks. Hey, Scrunchy, it's your turn.
Oh no. Okay. So I am going to cast spiritual weapon into one of my spell slots, because that's a thing that I can do
Yep.
as a water cleric. So I'm going to cast that, and that means that I also get another turn where I get to mess some folks up with my spiritual weapon, because it is a weapon, so I get to attack with it. And so I'm going to attack with my spiritual weapon. That is a 19. I have to roll again because I have to roll with disadvantage, because I still have that from the other thing. And I rolled a 19 again. That's crazy.
That's incredible.
That's amazing. So I rolled a 19.
That 19 hits. And also, what does your spiritual weapon look like?
So my spiritual weapon looks like it is made of water, because I am a water cleric. But
Mhm,
in the
mhm.
water, in every bit of it, it goes up and it flows. And in every face is the face of a best friend I have lost, which is why I think that I have bonded so quickly with the idea of Bob Fleshica, because I just have all of these faces that manifest inside my spiritual weapon. And some of them are eyes, some of them are very plush, amazing lips. some of them are just bosoms. They're the things that I love the most about all of my best friends.
Absolutely.
And so you'll go through one arc and it'll be like, oh my God, that's the most beautiful pair of eyes and bosom I've ever seen. And then it'll just keep going as it flows through the sword.
That's mortifying. Thank you for sharing that with us. Please roll damage.
And so the damage, come on, baby.
Yeah,
No
what's
whammies,
the
no
bosom
whammies, no
damage?
whammies. Well, so I roll a 9 damage.
I like it. The horrific wave of dead best friend water smashes into the skeleton, and it's like knocked backwards from the force of the waves, and the sound of the DM talking that you need is knocked backwards because he keeps moving away from his microphone. Would you like to take a bonus action? Scratchy?
So for my bonus action, I will take I get 2 weapon fighting, and so I have a separate weapon. It's just an unarmed strike. Damn my eyes. So I'm going to say, skeleton, you've taken from me my best friends.
Yeah.
But these people are like, they're not like my best friend. Look, I just met them. They're like kind of cool. Look, they're fine. So like, don't hurt these people. They're like, okay. And so for my bonus action, I will hit an unarmed strike, and I hit a 4.
Okay, it's more of just like the principle of the thing, and you sort of just generally like slap, just to kind of really just more to prove a point than anything else. And
you guys are super cool. I'm super sorry.
Yeah. No. And as we move forward in the combat round, first I'm going to read this riddle to you guys. The DM has disadvantage on next roll, but Joe also gets 2 advantages, which just feels very meta to me. Because where does right now the DM start and stop? And where does Joe begin? I don't know. Are we the same? But then I also have an advantage. So I'm going to work my way through that riddle, and we are going to move to Al. Al, what you doing?
It's me. For the first time, I will use my 5 levels of barbarian, and I shall rage. I shall rage and attack with my great axe. So here it comes. That means I get a +2 for this attack.
Heck yeah.
So it's actually a dirty 20, but now it's a 22.
Heck yeah, that hits.
It does hit. Awesome. So then it's a D12. Actually, no, that it's just a dirty 20, but I get to add 2 to the actual damage. I messed up.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. 10 plus 1 strength as a barbarian, because I have multi-classed and none of my stats are that high, but that's an 11 plus 2 is 13 damage to this humanoid foe.
Dang. So yeah, the axe just like smashes and it's just as the skeleton was sort of like trying to right itself from getting hit by the most emo tidal wave that has ever existed in a game of D&D. Like literally, Danielle, you actualized a saves the day lyric with your spiritual weapon, which I really, really appreciate. Just as it's like getting back up, Al just like comes in, it's just like boom, and just, it nails the skeleton in the back of its head, and it still hasn't been able to get up. It's really on the ropes, folks, which is going to bring us to Stevie.
Well, here I go again. Yes, I'm going to call some lightning down on the skeleton.
Nice.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast that. Just once. All right, let's see some damage to you. All right, that's 10, 18 plus 5 is 23.
23 hits.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's. Damage. 23 damage as well. Can you take it?
Oh my gosh.
Dang. Stevie Wicks just like gets in there. It's not dead yet, but just tell me what this big, just tide turning hit does.
Oh, it's gonna rock in this list. It's gonna rock, shake its bones. It's gonna get a little dusty. Like some of it's gonna like shimmy off. Like you're gonna get like shards of bone coming off of this thing. So it's just like, oh,
I love
it's
it.
a little weak,
I love
a little
it.
weak.
And as the dust is just blowing off of this giant skeleton, Timbo,
Can I do a
you are
bonus? Can I do a
you
bonus?
absolutely can. And while you're doing
Yeah.
that bonus, Timbo just gets struck with this like sense of homesickness. This like how Timbo used to just get like dust tossed onto him because he's a moist boy. And just
Start
like a
doing
single
dust angel.
Yeah, you just lie down on the ground doing this dust angel, but also you lie on the soda machine technically, so like your arms aren't like quite getting
it's
there.
really uncomfortable, just like childhood.
Yeah, I hear you. Stevie, what's that bonus action?
All right, I'm gonna try to hit with my melee weapon, my dagger here, and see if I can just take its little neck off. We'll see. I'm doing maths real fast in my head. Okay, +7. Ooh, dirty 20. The dirty 20, does that work for y'all?
That absolutely hits.
Okay, great. So that gives me, I get more damage this way. I looked at my spells, y'all. It really does help. 10, 16 points of damage.
Oh man, this thing, you're just the landslide is just bringing the skeleton
Bringing
down.
it down. Hit that skeleton, shake its body.
Yep. Ooh.
I thought you left
yeah.
the game, Teri. I was like,
No,
that's
there was a
power
dog.
move.
Yeah, I was like,
16, and
I thought the dog was scratching at the door.
And I'm done.
Scratching.
power move.
No, and I appreciated it. As we take it to Kikilia's turn, the skeleton is like you can kind of tell like the skeleton's like trying to kind of like back away from everyone.
All right.
And it's Kikilia's turn.
I slowly get up.
Absolutely.
Oh, soda machine, very uncomfortable. Thank you for that. And I go to swing sword. Nope, great axe, because that's what's in hand. And I do it again. All right, first one, 19 to hit.
19 definitely hits. Roll that damage.
Pew, 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 pew. 4 damage. All right, another hit.
4 damage. You love to see it.
Next one's only a 10 to hit.
That 10 does not hit, but you get in there and you like chip away at the skeleton. The skeleton's just like, no, no more.
I think I just saw that I have a reroll. Not that I'm looking at the chat or nothing, but I'm looking at the chat and stuff.
I think you might go ahead and use it. You want to use it for that second
I'm gonna
one?
use it. I'm gonna use it for the second hit.
Yeah.
Son of a 8.
Oh.
Well, it yeah, you still you don't land that one, and the skeleton manages to like get fully back up onto its feet, readjusts its all of its face bones, and says, "Can we talk?"
No.
Yeah, okay.
No.
Sure.
No. Oh, you're right. No, you don't
No.
have the talking stick.
Wait,
yet.
it's a
I
super
throw him the
skeleton,
talking
right?
Stick.
This is the
Yeah, it's a super skeleton. Yeah, like Shredder, but if he was played by Kevin Nash.
So this is Scrunchy's biggest enemy is a super skeleton. She's only ever dealt with skeletons. And she goes,
Hmm.
I'm never alone. I'm alone all the time. Don't let the days go by. Glycerine.
And like the skeleton just like looks at you and goes, "Glycerine,
Don't let the
days go by.
Glycerine.
Glycerine, could I been easier on you if I wanted to?" And the skeleton like loses itself in the singing of the song and loses its turn. because now it's just singing along to Bush. Al, you are muted. I don't know if you were trying to jump in there.
Oh, I said, wow.
No,
That's
that's
really all I
that's
said.
that's the accurate the accurate response. And Timbo, it's your turn.
Well, there's a beautiful serenade happening, and I've got some pan pipes in the front, and they're party pan pipes in the back. So I'd like to join in and try to blow their mind.
It's a panpipe party.
Can I use my janitorial
ask for
inspiration?
more?
Because this feels like this fits my song.
Everybody's watching. Yeah. Sorry,
wanna boost
Kikilia, will you
Timbo.
say that again?
Yeah, so I want to boost Timbo using my lyrics, and I'm oh, panpipe party over here, panpipe party over there. Shake your soda machine derriere. Take him out.
Can I roll performance attack?
Yeah, I need everyone who's getting involved in this to start rolling performance. And as the group starts to really incorporate, you guys start to feel the room like vibrate with just like this like the hairs on your skin are starting to stand up. You're all starting to get like goosebumps, and you start to see these like swirls of energy starting to surround and illuminate the room.
I am gonna use my three levels of bards to jump in here with
Please do.
with my viol.
No, I love finally having a professional in here. Yeah.
I rolled a 17.
I got an 18.
I also
Great.
rolled an 18.
I rolled
Great.
a 25.
Amazing. Kikilia, what'd you roll for
6.
performance?
Got a 6.
Oh, I thought you kept saying Dex to me, and I was like, no, performance. Okay, you rolled a 6. That's fine. So the group starts to just like perform this this cacophony of 90s. Yeah, I need everyone to jump in. How does this feel? What does it look like? Come on, everybody now.
I'm on the.
Come, my lady. Come, my lady. You're my butterfly, sugar, baby.
Take
Come,
this
my
pink
lady.
ribbon
Come,
off
come,
my
my lady.
I'm going hungry.
Oh, it's no
Hungry.
Can't do those little things.
I'm going hungry.
I'm trying to think of
Hungry.
Here. Those little things.
I'm a slave for you.
Just a girl.
And just with that, the skeleton realizes that it is not welcome to the jam. It cannot come and slam. And it explodes with the power of this 90s serenade. And all of a sudden, all of like
the jam.
you guys absolutely pumped up the jam. You ought to know you pumped up the jam. All of the sconces in the student room, you know, all the like the little fire pits and stuff, like everything illuminates with different fires, and the whole, you know, fully, you know, it's like the wonders of Moira being revealed, but it's just like foosball tables and like places to sit and study. Just shit like that. But like, yeah, the whole thing starts to illuminate, and Hat Boy turns around and is like, hey, I've just got to say, thank you guys so much. That was my mortal enemy. We have been, you know, mortal enemies since, when did this whole gelatinous thing happen? Like a week ago. We've been mortal enemies for about a week, and man, it's been wild. And Wardy's like, I got mortal enemies, big deal.
Don't speak. And just yell.
We know just what you're saying, and I just put like a finger up to Wardy's
Stop
mouth.
explaining.
Oh, we lost a friend.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm taking this very
Al,
personally.
No.
Amy
Al,
Don't
the great
tell
Amy
us
Vorpahl was like, no more.
it hurt Amy Vorpahl.
It hurt Amy Vorpahl too much. And so I pick her up, and I also add her to my flute backpack.
Love it. Al's just like sitting on the flute backpack. And now in front of all of you is just this huge student center. But you realize in the corners of the ceiling and the roof and stuff like that, goo from the gelatinous cube, goo from the giant Bob Fleshica is starting to seep in from the ceilings, and you know that your time, not just because it's 4:20 and we only have about 40 more minutes, but also because of the visual cues of the slime, of the objective of the adventure is really starting to like seep in. You know that, oh man, the clock's ticking.
That doll became goo goo. That's a goo goo doll.
Wow.
Oh wow. Yeah. And Wardy's like, man, I'd give up forever not to touch that one.
So
I don't want the world to see it. We gotta take it down.
I'm gonna yell up at the gelatinous lady and just say, tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Will you roll a persuasion check, please?
Yeah,
She wants
All of us?
that's a 26.
No,
Tell me
just the
what
one
you
quoting Spice Girls. Amazing. So some of the slime forms into well, what forms up in front of you is the ideal woman that Wardy would have created. And so Gina, based on everything that you know about Wardy so far, will you please describe what Bob Fleshica looks like?
Very easily, because as I described before, it looks like my dear old mom. So I would say that she, based on the fact that very eerily, they're very similar. They have 4 legs and 2 arms. They are about a canoe shape, but wide.
I love a girl with a canoe shape.
Yeah, you know, some people are pear-shaped, some people are canoe-shaped. And then the head, beautiful beard from the front and the back. It's beard textured. And there's a pair of horns. They go real sweet back, just like Mama used to comb them. And big piercing eyes. And like 3 nose rings. It's impressive how many rings you can fit on a nose. And just the thinnest lips you could think. It's almost like they go in. It's like if you were to kiss that person, you'd have to go in their mouth and kiss them from within their mouth to get any lip. Mama's kisses were real dry. It helped me as a moist boy.
This is a beautiful picture. Gina, could you do me a favor and tell me 3 or 4 more specific things?
Yes, I can. Okay, so on one side of the head is an ear that's quite pointy, but on the other side, when Mama was young, it got chopped off on the other side, so we had to glue on a cricket. The cricket is still alive. So weirdly, Bob has it as well. One of them cricket ears. Great for music. And speaking of great music, Mama's a good dancer. Hence all the legs. And then also they don't have a belly button. None. Never born with one. Don't know how they got fed in the womb, but no belly button. All that's there is a gem, and we've never pressed it because you don't want to press Mama's gem. And then finally, I think that was 2. We'll go for the 3rd. Also, for some
a pearl gem. I'm sorry.
What?
What a pearl gem?
A pearl gem?
Boy. Yeah, it's definitely a pearl.
It's a pearl gem. Yes. How did you know? It is a pearl gem.
I just had a feeling.
It's pretty common. And then also they carry a pet squirrel with them. on their person at all times. They were best
Mhm.
friends with the cricket. So when the cricket got attached, the squirrel came too. It was a
Yeah.
package deal.
Yeah. Folks, this is why when we do DM advice videos, we always love that advice of let your players take creative control sometimes, because you get this.
This is my mama. Isn't she a beaut?
Oh,
So the gelatinous creature,
Also forked tongue. I forgot.
it looks up at all of you, scanning the room, a little like flick of its forked tongue, and but the a gelatinous like this like sort of bubble starts to form on its flat ear side, and it goes up to the top of its head. It like goes up both beards. And sits on top of its head, and that bubble takes the form of the squirrel, and the squirrel is what talks for Bob Fleshica, and Bob Fleshica says, "Himbo."
Hey, mama. Is this what happened to you after the bees took you?
Oh yeah, about that.
Did you just
so,
become a honey excretion?
Yeah, so yeah, about that. So I'm a warlock, and I'm not the most scrupulous, person in the world. And we needed a what's it called, a cadaver, and your mom was allergic to bees, and so we stole her out of the science lab, and and then the bra on the head, and then it was a lot of fun. We went to a jazz club. It was very problematic, and now kind of here we are.
Well, I'd like to say that I'm surprised, but Mama was always a weird one.
Yeah, completely her fault, right? We're cool.
Yeah, Mama, I think I'm gonna lay down and make some more dust angels. I think I need a minute to process what your body's become.
well,
Okay.
I think that Scrunchy is going to try,
Mm-hmm.
because Scrunchy, there's a squirrel there, and Scrunchy's friend Winona had a big brown beaver. So Scrunchy is going to try her best to see what she can do. Because Scrunchy is unapologetically attracted to everything that is happening with Bob here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, roll a what do I want you to roll? Roll a little roll straight up just charisma check for me. Just hit that there charisma
okay.
button, and let's see what happens.
Ooh. I think that's charisma.
I'm so sorry, Fenway, that this game has your organization's name on it. Stack Up knows what they were signing up for.
I think this is charisma. Hold on. Yeah. I think I rolled a 12.
Okay. So you okay, yeah, let go on. Let's let this play out.
So we all respect your agency, and we know that it is within your right to like hook up with the dean or anyone else you might want to hang out with. It's not necessarily, and I'm so sorry that Morty made you feel like that was something, like you owed him something. But
He
we're
made
gonna
me feel like I was an appendage. A sexual appendage.
You're not an appendage. You are your own self-actualized person. There's a lot of you in you. And so if you could just let the school be the school, and we'll deal with Morty. Like we're gonna get him some classes. We're gonna talk to him about agency and about making sure that Morty doesn't do this to anyone else. We're gonna talk to him about the patriarchy and toxic masculinity, and I feel like he's already starting to get it. So if you could just like let the school go, that would be super dope of you. And then if you want to like call me later, that would also be great, but no pressure.
might. And I would let the skull go. And now, like, just like different parts of it are like there's different Bob Fleshicas appearing, like as the place starts to fill with goo. Each of them has a talking squirrel, just like on a different part of them. And but I'm not doing this for me.
Then who are you doing this
it
for?
because of Wardy.
Is there something that Wardy can do to make this stop? Because we don't want to like throw hands if we don't have to.
Oh, she's doing it for me. And dramatically, in a flurry of umbrellas, Danny DeVito, but like the penguin from Batman Returns, appears.
He appears and says, "What?
Are you the dean?"
Deanie.
Yeah, you know the dean.
Oh, you're Deanie DeVito.
Deanie.
It's Gina DeVivo. Hey,
What you
Professor
doing here?
Wicks.
Yeah, what you doing?
Oh,
here,
you know,
Deanie?
Look, just really sort of kind of hit a midlife crisis, and
What'd you do? Get a new
I'm
car,
taking the
get a
whole-
Corvette or something? What'd you do?
nope, not buying anything new, just destroying things that are old. And I'm tired of this job. I'm tired of these students, and I was in a rut.
You
And
got
then,
a big jelly mama."
I do now, and that jelly mama made me realize I'm so much more than just a dean.
Well,
Okay, what else are you exactly? What you trying to be?
An influencer.
oh,
Okay,
Well,
so you're
you're
checking out the
influencing.
young folks? Yeah, you're influencing what? What, Timbo?
Whatever
I'm
it
just
takes
wanting-
for,
Yeah,
whatever it
yeah.
takes for, Timbo. No,
Yeah.
sorry, Timbo, I was talking over you. Timbo, what were you saying?
That's okay. Internet is hard because there's delays on everyone, and it happens. I'm good. You don't
Are you
have to
trying to-
include me in this. This seems like a faculty issue.
So you're trying to influence people. You're saying you're checking out the things that are old, but you are the one who's getting old. You just said you're going through a midlife crisis. You're taking all these young people that could probably help you be a bigger influencer and actually know how to do the TikToks, and they know how to do the chat snaps, and they know how to do all the social medias. That's what you need to talk to. They got me back out here because of the ocean spray. I've been going out on a skateboard and I've been doing TikToks, and it has been working for me.
I knew you wouldn't understand me, Stevie Nicks. Hey, I've been watching all of you, though. Hey, now, if you betray all these folks and join my side, and he opens up his umbrella, and a bunch of candy falls out of it. He's like, I got a little dinner for you. Yeah, that's right. I took notes at the beginning of the game. It's all coming back.
So hold on. I need to process this a little. Walk me through this.
I understand.
Your plan is to destroy the school, and in doing so, get a lot of arguably negative attention, and then that gets you some followers, which again are going to be some questionable folks.
Sure. Hey, engagement's engagement. Am I right?
Okay. And then what, I guess, is the question. So you have all these followers, and then do you begin, you do sketches, you put a wig on, what?
It's a simple plan. I see it play out with these kids on their socials all the time. All of you are gonna dunk on me, okay? And then all of these bad faith jerks that don't actually care what's going on are gonna say the exact opposite of whatever you're saying. Like they're gonna be like, maybe it's good actually that a giant flesh creature killed the school, because what's the deal with our education system, huh? And then they're gonna be like, we like this guy, and I'm gonna get a lot of followers, and I'm gonna be on Joe Rogan's podcast, and once that happens, I'm gonna be unstoppable. All I gotta do to get on Joe Rogan's podcast is to take out you. And he kind of
wanna
gestures to
dunk.
all of you.
I want to dunk so badly, but I
I
shall
know
not
you
dunk.
do. I know you do. Will you please roll Scrunchy a Constitution save to see
not
if you can
dunk.
resist
Jeez.
dunking? Yeah. This is like the eyes in the final fight of the second season of Critical Role, but stupid.
I rolled a 4.
Oh, you've just got to dunk. Go ahead and do it.
Oh, I'm sorry. You want to get on you were too old to get on podcasts. Hey, everybody, look, the best way that we can get rid of this dude is ask him to show toe. So if we just ask him to show toe, then he'll go away forever.
As soon as you start dunking about his age.
Show toe.
Oh no, don't do it.
Show toe?
Show toe.
Show-
Because he's old. He won't know what that means. And then he'll just show toe. And then everyone will
Show
laugh at
toe.
him because we tricked him into doing this very silly thing.
Show
Yeah.
toe.
Yeah, reveal your
show,
feet.
show toe. I want to see.
Show
And
toe.
even as he's falling for it, somehow he gets bigger and beefier because as you dunk, you see all these like replies appearing as if by magic from these and like, oh,
Ask
you're
him.
ageist now. So much for the tolerant adventuring party and all this
Oh,
stuff.
God.
And you look over and Wardy's just like furiously tweeting.
Ask him about Bofa. Ask him about Bofa. And then he has to ask us what Bofa is. Ask him about Bofa. Do it now.
Wait,
What's
what's
Bofa?
Bofa?
Oh no,
Oh
Timbo.
no!
Timbo,
Oh,
Timbo, roll a Constitution, roll a Wisdom save.
Oh no, am I old and out of touch? Oh, what save? Constitution?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
Oh. That's a 13.
Oh, I was gonna say just barely 15. Oh God, I'm so sorry, Timbo. You start to lose a lot of confidence as you realize like how out of touch you are, and
Everyone keeps saying words I don't
Is this
understand.
Cheggy? Would this be Cheggy?
Cheggy? What's a Cheggy? Am I Cheggy? Am I supposed to show my big toe now?
Oh no, this is both Bofa and Cheggy.
I'm
See?
buff.
you thought you were a unified team of adventurers, but a little bit of bad faith on the part of my friends, and you've disassembled already.
I just fundamentally disagree. I don't, this sounds like a really insane game that you want to play, D&D DeVivo, and it's gonna be really tough to win the game when the other people around you aren't even playing. I think you've come to the end of the road. You will no longer be the ruler of the school, and you will no longer be the ruler of Bob Fleshica. She deserves better.
Autonomy.
Yeah, she deserves better.
Autonomy.
For Bob Fleshica. Autonomy. Free Fleshica.
Wardy, she deserves
Free
Free
Fleshica.
Fleshica.
We all
me,
deserve
Wardy.
better.
Fleshica.
I want to attack him. I just
Oh,
want
don't say up dog. Don't say up dog.
Hat Boy looks at you and says, "What's up to?" Oh,
Does he explode into a million pieces?
Let me
Who
roll,
are you
find out.
attacking?
I want to
Al,
use
what
one
you
of my
doing?
worthless spells. I'm going to worthless spell. Oh, this might not be so worthless. All right, I'm going to cast a magic mouth, and that look, randomizing is sometimes very fun and sometimes it's really worthless. None of my spells can do a whole lot in combat, but if I'm going to put a magic mouth on D&D DeVivo because he already has a mouth, so I can have the mouth like say something. So I'm going to let's see. I wonder if you have to make a save. I think I just do it.
okay.
I think I can just do it. It's just an illusion spell. And so I'm gonna use, first of all, does anyone have a way to like mass message this, whatever he says, maybe him just doing it will be enough. I'm gonna make him go. I'm gonna make
the
him
old
say,
broadcasting maneuver.
yeah, I'm gonna basically try to make a meme out of him doing something really stupid. I'm just gonna keep talking and maybe it'll come to me. The mouth is gonna say,
I'm liking this.
Cheggy, I'm a boom thing that Danielle said. And also, here's my big toe. Hope you like that I show the toe. And then, you know, he like does the whoa or whatever. And but he
Show
does it,
toe and did the whoa.
yeah.
Dini DeVito is just like his face just like twists in this fury. He's so just like angry. And he's like, oh, you won't mock me when you witness my final form. And he starts to twist and change and shift, and he's still the same height, but now he's a skeleton in a wizard's cloak because he's a lich. And he's like, and there's like this huge grand reveal, but then he looks down and that mouth is still there and still talking. And he's like, son of a bitch.
Get me a drink. Oh, I've got one.
So we're now in combat. We're going to sort of stay in the same initiative that we were in last time, which means, Kakilia, what would you like to do right now?
I'm not very bright, so I have the terrible idea, since he's seeking influencer status, so it's like he'll cease to exist if we stop paying attention to him. So I'm going to just turn my back on him for my turn and just not acknowledge his existence at all.
Wow. Will you please roll an intimidation check for me?
Oh, yes, I have advantage on those as well.
Great.
Oh,
Fantastic.
boy. Well, good, because that first one was terrible. There we go. 15.
15. Okay. As you ignore Dini DeVito, who, now that I'm thinking about it, should have been a troll and not a lich. He like quakes with anger and takes 15 points of ignore damage as you choose to just not engage with him. Timbo, you're up.
I'm gonna take one part of my turn to meditate with my stillness of mind.
Okay.
Because what that does is it allows me to remove an ailment that is perturbing me right now. And you know what? I felt embarrassed a few minutes ago, but I realized that having different language and educational sort of experience does not make me less than. And I gained back my own confidence by myself because that's the only way to do it. And I looked Danny DeVito, Deanie Lich, but in the eyeballs, and I too turn away and gaze into the face of my mama, and and instead I say, "Do go chasing waterfalls," and I unleash all of the liquid in an attempt to wash my reclaimed mama from this school so she's no longer attached and can go live her life. I want to give her a big old water slide with my janitorial lyrics of heaven.
Wow. How do we roll unleashing the contents of a
I don't know. You did say it was a magical item, but we didn't know what.
No, you're absolutely right. Okay, so you're absolutely correct. And as you push, that button on the soda machine, which immediately starts to dump out just all these tanks of different beverages and different sodas.
It's the celebrate a sports event button.
Yes. Oh God. Yes. Exactly. Oh, and they're actually like power spraying. Oh,
It's both. I lean forward and they're gonna spray out the top, But simultaneously, as I push the sports event button, I also press the jam on the mama tummy. The Jelly Mama Pearl Jam. I don't know what the button does, but I haven't rolled it yet. I don't know what it does.
Oh my God.
Ride the way where it takes her. Yeah.
Everyone is like, okay, so Deanie is like writhing in this frustration as he's being ignored, and then all of a sudden, just this overwhelming spray of soda starts to just like hit all the walls, where all of like this gelatinous like matter is coming down as Timbo like is very like dramatically like sludging through the stuff that's starting to pull up to your ankles and stuff like that, and just like sludging through, and you hear Bob Fleshica, your mom, just it's so weird that her name was Fleshica, just going like, Timbo,
Your body was built for this, Mama. Use your canoe-ness.
push the button. And as mother and daughter reconnect, or mother and son, I'm so sorry, reconnect
Okay.
in this beautiful moment. Bob Fleshica takes on the form of a very like nice looking, pretty expensive polyfiber canoe.
It was her transformer button?
It was her transformer button the whole time.
She just folds into herself until she's a tiny, pristine canoe.
She is still sort of made of whatever it is she's made out of. So it's not like it's a little weird getting in the canoe, but it feels a little like getting back into the womb. But all of you are able to, if you want, swim up and join Timbo in this canoe.
Everyone,
as like,
quick, ride in my mama.
All right, your mom.
I guess we're all riding your mom.
Take a
Timbo's mom
soggy
has
seat.
got it going on.
Come on, ride your mom. Come, rider.
and as the group is gets inside the canoe, like, I mean, the soda / goo level is rising. It's completely flooding the entire complex. In the distance, you see the pandas like using pieces of like Panda Tavern booth as rafts as they're all sweeping out of it. Hatman is actually, he takes off his hat and it sort of magically expands, and he's just like sitting in his hat, just like, oh, this is ridiculous. Wow, what I did not see any of this coming. But swimming up to you guys, the canoe is pretty full right now, and swimming up to you are two people, Dini DeVito and Wardy. And Dini DeVito is just like, come on, we're the two of us, we're in love. This is a hard voice to do. And Dini's just like, please just reunite me with Bob. I swear I love her for her and not just what she could do for me, And Wardy's like, no, Bob Fleshica's my girl. I created her. She's mine. And I deserve to be in the canoe and reunited with her.
Shun.
I lean down to the canoe. Which one would you like us to save?
Let's see here. I am going to roll a d20. 1 to 10. It's Dini, and above that it's Wardy.
Who's next in initiative?
Oh, it would actually be you, Scrunchy, and you have
I have bardic inspiration still, and I have a reroll. Well, learning what we've learned about someone who wants attention and we can't give it to them.
Mm-hmm.
People of both I believe my race and my class are able to bless people. And so I'm going to transfer that into turning to Dino DeVito and go, in the Southern style, and we all know what that means.
Ooh.
Oh, bless your heart.
Your heart. Oh. Oh.
What am I rolling for that?
Wait, I got so into it. What were you actually doing?
And so this is going to be the equivalent of a, let me go into my actions in combat. This will be an unarmed strike. Because well, I mean, should this be a spell? No, because I don't want to actually accidentally bless him. So this is an unarmed strike of me just straight up being like, bless your heart.
Ooh. Oh yeah, roll the hit. And you've got to reroll.
And so I rolled a dirty 20, baby.
All right, roll that damage.
All right, so that is all right. Do I get a reroll on damage?
Yeah, sure. This is my game.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got a 4 on damage. That's as high as I can go.
Okay. But you know what? It was enough because while it doesn't physically sting a lot, do not underestimate the power of a bless your heart. And I mean, that's almost as strong as ignoring someone. And Deanie just is just like, no. And his head, just like in Batman Returns, you just see his penguin body just floating down to the bottom of the student center. And Wardy's just and Wardy's just like, oh, hot dog, I knew you guys would pick me. I knew you'd come around. We're all homies, right?
Here's the thing, Wardy.
What was that, Al? Here's the thing.
Oh, you if you can get into the canoe, you can get into Bob, but you're just because you're willing to change, it's none of our jobs to help educate you on how you can or should change. So that's going to have to be on you. And even if you want to reach back out to Bob, if she says no, that's definitely an okay answer.
But okay, I will say this is really hard for me to say, but Morty, if you can do some real changes in yourself, I will be your friend.
Okay, I'm going to roll a couple of things.
That's a death sentence.
Yeah,
I'm gonna roll. Okay, so first of all, Kekilia is sort of pushing him away. So I'm gonna roll a strength check. If he can beat a 12, then he kind of gets out, right? And hey, come on, man.
But doesn't Kekilia have Panda strength?
Oh, he does. I totally forgot. You do.
Him off campus. Whoosh.
So yeah, so you just go "Foomp," and he flies backwards. But then I don't know, something about this moment that you guys have been talking about creating for him, just kind of touched Bob Fleshica's heart, and this weird mix of Sprite, RC Cola, and gelatinous cube construct goo raise up as this hand, and the hand also has a beard on either side of it, and catches Wardy. Okay. So that takes care of my disadvantage roll because I rolled disadvantage on that. So now, let's see here. I'm going to roll a wisdom check with advantage to see if this sinks in or not. And I'm going to give that, but I am going to give it. He's got to beat a 16. I think that's fair. This is tough. This is tough. All right, let me roll the advantage and see if that lands.
Uh-oh.
Nope. Okay. So Wardy looks up at you guys, and the hand starts bringing him closer, and he's like, "Thanks, Bob. Look, you guys, I think what you're saying, makes a ton of sense. And so, I'd really love to just get in the boat and give it another try. And yeah, I'd absolutely love to be your friend, Scrunchy." And he gets kind of ready to go for a hug, and is just like, "But just as soon as just obviously to help my growth, Al gives me 3 to 4 examples of times where me actually growing up a little bit might have done some good and not so bad. Just like some examples. I expect that of you."
You want? Sorry, repeat what you want from me. Examples of when I did it, when I was a good person.
Gosh, what do I even want? I don't even really know what I want. Yeah, I'm just arguing with you.
I'm gonna just look into my own fortune teller ball, and I'll say, when you've done these 4 things, you might be able to approach Bob again. Okay, how about that? And it'll be examples from my own life. Okay, when you feel like you deserve something, like maybe like a meal of candy or a meal of something like that, and you say to whoever is offering it, you say, "Wait, hold on, do you need anything from me first?" And you offer your services, or you offer of yourself first. Then number 2, when you can tie a tie on your own, and ideally not even looking in a mirror. That's really hard, so just watch a YouTube tutorial though. When you can sit still and think and be by yourself for an hour and come out of there and not fall asleep, and just sit by yourself for an hour without getting up and just being with yourself. That might be all of them, actually. And then the last one I will say is when you can look at a picture of yourself. It could be a very good picture or a very bad picture, and you can look at that person and you can say, "Wow, I don't know why I'm so attracted to that person. Not even sexually. I just I'm just so magnetized to who that person is." Then in those moments, you will be able to approach Bob again.
You know what?
Happiness.
I'm totally gonna do that. I'm ready to change, you guys. I'm just, I'm feeling it in me. It's like this feeling, and it's like Christmas Eve, and I want it. I'm just so excited. You guys are giving me this second chance, and I'm going to make a quick roll for Hat Boy. 1 second. My 1 natural 20 of the game. Hat Boy looks to Scrunchy and goes, "His fingers are crossed," and he's like, "I'm just ready to change. I'm ready to, with my new friend, Scrunchy. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Tell you what, bring it in. Am I your friend or am I your best friend? Tell you what."
Wardy?
That's me, Wardy.
You are my best friend.
Oh, that's what I love to hear. I don't need Bob. I don't need any of you. I just need my best friend. And the 2 of you embrace. And what happens?
Well, after this, much like in the 90s, I believe it's a 90s movie Ghost, a bunch of skeletons come up from the ether. And as we're hugging, and I imagine Morty is imagining a future of having a best friend where they're frolicking through the forest, maybe one of them where they're making pottery together, and one of them is behind the other, showing the other how to make said pottery. And then all of a sudden, you hear these skeletons come up from underneath. And then all of them are singing their siren song about how when you walk into spider webs, someone needs to leave a message and call you back. And those skeletons grab Wardy and pull him down into the underworld. As they tell him gently to don't speak because they know exactly what he's saying.
Man. And as the canoe, which is also traveling on itself, basically sort of takes the adventuring party out of the school, all of the goo and weirdness sort of like leaving as this like sentient river with also itself canoe on top of it with you guys sort of leaves the area past the parking lot. Some very confused looking various steeds kind of just like calm, peace, and a quiet fall over the community college. And eventually, the pandas emerge from the Panda Tavern and gather around the body of Gina DeVivo. And suddenly, these pandas are very clearly, just because the effects of the time weren't quite up to par, very clearly like people in panda suits. Pallbearer carry the body of Gina DeVivo.
Paul Panda Bear.
Yep. They Paul Panda Bear Gina DeVivo to a pyre. From a distance in the canoe, Kilika, you see the smoke. You recognize what it means. And you know that in the afterlife, your uncle is just beating the shit out of this guy. And that is where we will end. Whatever this was.
You'll never break those chains. Oh my goodness.
Wild ride.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you very much. I was so excited to do this, and I appreciate you all so much for just being like, yeah, we're in, whatever. I really, really, really do. And thank you all so much for participating all week as my earbuds fall out of my ear. We ended tonight at $4,260. Thank you all so much. That's just absolutely incredible. Again, the work that Jaspers and Stack Up do is so just important. And I know it sounds stupid to get real after that, but like the world's so screwed up and people are so separated right now and just like on their own and doing their best. And I know a crew of comedians who are inherently a little broken, can let, we get it, man. And I just can't tell you how important it is to see you guys just rallying around these causes for us. We really, really appreciate it. We truly do. Thank you so much. Players, give yourselves a round of applause. Danielle Radford, where can people find you online? Thank you so much for being here.
Oh gosh, you can find me at Danielle Radford on Twitter, at Danielle_Radford on Instagram. Anything I'm doing, I tend to update it there. So if I'm doing fun stuff, find me there. Also, I wrote a comic book. I wrote an Agretzko comic called Agretzko Meet Her World #3. Go find it. I think it's almost sold out, so go find it while it's not sold out.
I have a signed copy right here. No big deal.
That's so dope.
Love it. Gina, where can people find you in there on the...
Well, hello.
What's about to happen?
I'm
Ginas are
Gina
muted.
DeVivo.
Wait, do we need to leave them
me-
alone?
Yeah, they're gonna go have a moment. She's gonna try to go up there. You can find me online everywhere at Pocket Gina. And if you enjoy me being weird and playing random D&D characters, comedy stuff, you can watch Failed Save over on the Pixel Circus channel, or the Plunders and Blunders podcast that we've been doing for like 4 years, and it's wonderful and very strange. And I play a goblin. So just, you know, imagine that. And if you enjoy Star Trek, I do a Star Trek show every Monday over on Q Times channel. And if you like Felted Friends, she's trying to get to the other box. You can check out Total Puppet Chaos. I did a run where I GM'd and made puppets for the first time and created puppets for all of my players, and they got to experience opening them on camera and loving them for the first time. So enjoy that. That's me. That's all the stuff you can find me at.
That's incredible. Thank you so much for playing with us. That's a nice little TTRPG scene bucket list thing for me, was playing a game with Gina. So super stoked about that.
Thank
Cucumber.
you.
Oh, yes.
Cucumber, my dear friend.
Oh.
Tell the world where they can find you.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, everybody, you can find me individually at Cucumber Lives anywhere on the socials, but you can find me and all my friends at Perception Studio, or Percept Studio, because we picked a stupid long name that doesn't fit anywhere. But we play tabletop RPG content pretty much all week long. We do some talk shows, we do some paint shows, all kinds of stuff. But we're always trying new stuff, so come check it out, come hang out with us. We're adorable, but don't bring your little ones, because I cuss a lot. It's basically my fault. But we're super nice. We're super welcoming. Come say hi. Come hang out. Thanks for having me, Joe.
Absolutely. Everyone should be following Perception Check Studio. Like, super. You guys should not be considered underrated as far as this kind of stuff. Everyone should be following Perception Check Studio.
Teri. Studio. Sorry.
Perception Studio. See, I just blew it. I am your worst friend. Teri, this is our first time even meeting. I'm so sorry that it happened this way.
Oh my, I am not. This is exactly how I like to meet people.
Thank you so much for being here.
Tavern.
Where can people find you?
Oh my gosh, you can find me all over the internet at the Teri Gamble. You can find me just like gushing over Cucumber. I'm like so in love right now. You can find me also at Horror Movie Survival Guide. It's a weekly podcast. I've been doing it almost 4 years as well. We have over 200 wonderful episodes talking about scary movies every week. Right now we're talking about a bunch of stuff with Arrow Player out of the UK. They have a bunch of amazing weird cult, deep cut, weird ass J horror from the 60s and all kinds of fun stuff. So we have a cool lineup this month of movies that we are covering right now. Some fabulous interviews that are on the way, and some fun ones you can check out in our archive as well. You can also find me at Ripley Improv. Coming up, we're going to be doing another season of Heartbeats, fully improvised medical drama. I don't know if I was supposed to announce that, but y'all know now. So it's coming up this next month.
We got a scoop.
So we got a scoop. We're in rehearsal starting this next week. So check that out, coming back for season 2. You can also find me at Diversity Hire Comedy. It's an improv sketch comedy group. We have a bunch of funny videos on the internet at Diversity Hire Comedy. And if you got lost in all that, just find me at the Teri Gamble or terigamble.com. And you can find all the links to all those things there, and the other podcasts and other shows that I happen to pop on to.
Amazing. Perfect. Thank you so much. And finally, the great Amy Vorpahl. Where can people find you?
I'm at Vorpahl Sword on Twitter and Instagram. And I also have a shiny new website that I made this year, amyvorpahl.com. And that is where all 3 of those places are where you can click to get notified. I'm launching a Kickstarter later this year of a new album, a new music comedy album called Behold Her Dreams. And it's my second solo album after Songs in the Key of D&D. So if you've heard the song The DM's Lament or seen that music video, it'll be a little more of the same, but some of these actually won't be just Dungeons and Dragons jokes. So there you go.
Love it. Well, hey, thank you all again so much for playing with us. Thank you, Will, our producer on the ones and twos, so often just like unseen, but definitely very loved. Thank you, my friend. Our friends at Jasper's, our friends at Stack Up. Thank you guys so much for giving us just the absolute privilege of being able to partner with you. Tomorrow at noon, we will actually be getting together with our friends from Jasper's and Stack Up. And we're going to be talking about ways for you guys to be able to find your game of D&D, to really be able to like have just places, things you can do to really help find your community. I honestly think this game makes your life better, and you absolutely deserve to be able to have that group in your life. So that's at noon Pacific time right here. And then at 2 o'clock Pacific time, we have our grand finale game. Super excited about this. It's called Infernal Goose Chase. Tanya DePass, the one and only Tanya, is DMing. Michelle Nguyen Bradley, Sage Ryan, D'Angelo Murillo, Omega Jones, and Todd Stashwick. It's going to be a huge way to close out the week. We appreciate you guys being here so much. If you haven't already, make sure you sign up for free so you can get some free sparkly red anniversary dice, digital dice on dndbeyond.com. And with that, couldn't be happier with how this weirdness went over. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much.
Bye.